Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday night. Glad you're with us this evening. We've got a really cool show. This is our vault clearance continued. We're going to say goodbye to 2025 with all of our greatest items, and this means a total vault clearance. Anything and everything that is available to ship is going out to you and at an incredible value. We got 10% off everything, and that is on top of the discounts that I'm giving you tonight. So we got a very exciting show. But here's why I always say, you know, we get 3 hours with you 5 times a week, every week. Well, I always say you can't miss a live show. These are where the values are at. But there's also an incentive to be with us every single show, because you never know what you're going to see. You never know what we're going to debut, and you never know what kind of values you're going to get. But tonight is extra special and a perfect example of what we're talking about, because I actually have on what might just be a normal Thursday night as we get ready for the holidays. Well, this December night, we have got a really special debut, something we have not seen ever before. It's a rarity and a gem. It was only discovered in 1965 or so, and it's really, really special to you. I've never had the pleasure of showing this on television to anybody, so I'm very excited about this. Now, the debut is going to consist of 3 items, 3 rings, all incredible, and I don't know how you're going to choose, but I'm going to leave that up to our collectors. You are going to see a big debut. We're going to do that right around 6 o'clock Pacific time. It's in 58 minutes, so it's a very, very exciting night, and I'm going to give you just that hint right now. I'll tell you one more thing. They come from Mexico, and so we will talk about that, and it's something that I know I like based on just, if you told me the name of the stone, I'm going to like it. The way it looks in person, I'm loving it. So it's really exciting. We got a collector's piece for you. And boy, I've been doing this not just about 9.5 years here, but I'll tell you, it's been 25 years, never had the pleasure of showing these stones before. So if you are a collector and just curious about great gems, you want to stay with us for that premiere. So that's going to be coming up. Now, what else do we have? There's a pink zircon that's here that's very special. It's a round. I know how just in the last couple of days, our pink zircons have been very popular in Asher cuts. I'm going to bring you a really gorgeous round tonight. Also have a really special band. This is our last call on our princess cut double band. It's a double row diamond band, huge stones, about 10 points a piece on these princess cuts. And we've got all 3 gold colors, but not for long, because among the 3 gold colors, a total of 10 for the country to go around. So that's not going to last. And also, here we are in the Christmas spirit, getting there. I got to tell you, we have a princess cut diamond cross. This is also last call. Just a few of those, not even 10 to go around there. So we're going to see that on the way. Perfect Christmas gift idea, and they can be right out to you. So we do have quite a lovely selection of some gift items. And I know there were a lot of you that maybe missed the aqua earrings that we had last night. So I did bring out another pair. We'll see those, pretty similar in size, actually very similar indeed. So we'll see those as well. And then lots of museum to get to. Star rubies, star sapphires, big tanzanites and fancy cuts. And here's the other great thing. Whatever you want to see on the air, you get to see. You give us a call, that phone number, and you simply let us know what you're looking for. We'll bring it out for you, okay? So it's a big night. Consider this. We also have one-of-a-kinds. Yes, my big debut is going to be one-of-a-kinds, and pretty much everything I show you throughout the event tonight is going to be a one-of-a-kind. So please dial in early when you do see something you love, because we have a lot of TVON longtime shoppers here. They're veterans. They know. They're what I call the pro shoppers. So they're definitely, they are aware. You dial in the second you see something you love, so you're right there. People often marvel at, how do people get in so quickly? Well, they're calling in before they even see the price. That's really the key in. So let's take a look at our first item. It's a gorgeous color changing diaspore. This is a good one here. It's a really, really special stone. And of course, very high end. Look at the colors coming through. We always expect to see more than one color, but sometimes you got to wait for the color change to happen. You got to go from one light source to a completely different light source in order to see a color change. With a really good diaspore, you're going to see it right here. One light, I got fluorescent lighting all around, and yet we're seeing multiple colors come from that stone. Champagne colors, kiwi green colors, the bright reds, which are indicative of what it's going to change to. So all of that and more happening in this really gorgeous gem. It's also a big size, so it's 1125736, A1 only, of course, pretty much what we're going to see. I don't think, let's see, I've got those exceptions in the diamond pieces, but not much else is going to be, everything will be limited to one caller only. So let me know early when you see something you love, and I'll tell you this is a great value. 272 is the size, so that's an impressive size of diaspore, almost 3 carat. carats, and then you got the 13 points in diamonds. And the way this design is done, it's actually got a lot of open carving cutout work, really well done with almost like, I think of that as leaves. To me, it looks like if you were looking at the veining inside of a leaf, you've got that beautiful detail, but it's still coming to that knife edge point, which then leads into those diamonds. They're going to surround and really give it a type of halo around your stone. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and then we're going to send it on out. It's going to go in a hurry, I can tell you that, because this price tag is second to none. Really tough to get a stone. One source and rare like this, especially one that changes color. And to get it this affordable, come on in. Look at the pinks that it's even glowing. Onto the wheel, you see the pinks there. You see those lavenders, those purples, downright reds. So a really important stone and a great value. Not even $29.99 any longer. Remember, everything gets one last chance on the air. We're not going to keep it after we give it the great vault clearance price and the 10% off. We don't keep it around. We really, truly are melting pieces as they sit. If they stay, if they go to you, wonderful. Keep in mind, you still have your money back guarantee. So we do like that as well. And here's what we'll do instead of $2,000 or $1,000. I'm going to make it $9.99 to get this show started so right. And then we do have quite a few of our brand new pieces. I've got about maybe 6 or 7 brand new items tonight as well. In addition to the great debut of a gem we've never seen before. So that's going to be exciting as well. And get ready. We've got blue zircons, 2 of them in one ring. A gorgeous designer pendant actually that's coming up. Oh, one Tanzanite bracelet. I know our bracelets have been flying of late because, well, there's a lot of gold, and I don't know if anyone read or heard, but you know how I tell you that values are really getting better by the day here? Because as we drop prices, the prices everywhere else are going up, driven by the fact that gold is, as of today, $4,310. I've been quoting 41, been a little busy. I got to tell you, I just decided to get a little update, hoping maybe for that, that thing I dream of, like a gold pricing crash. No, it went up again. So $4,300. Now that is irrelevant to what we're doing. Obviously, I think that price kind of proves it. Irrelevant to what we're doing because these pieces were not made today. They were made, I mean, I've got some new pieces still. They were made at old gold prices, and that's the beautiful thing. So I think you'll look at these prices and realize I'm getting in on a value today, but it really is, with gold going up as it is, you got a value that's getting better by the day as you own it, as you wear it, as you love on it, and as you wear your incredible jewelry. So that's going to be $8.99. Let me know if you like that one. I think we're going to have to do our Tanzanite bracelet on the early side here because I know how bracelets have been so popular. And I think, again, that speaks to the gold pricing, is that you don't see a lot of great values on solid gold bracelets today. Well, we've got them. So I just have one bracelet today, of course, unless you want to make a request. If there's something we can bring out for you, we'll be glad to do so as long as it's here. So here we go. This is really, really stunning. And I've got a really special Tanzanite. Look at this. It's going to be actually multiple Tanzanites in emerald cuts together. Can't wait to show it to you. That's going to be $8.99. Now take a look at this. This is the bracelet that is my one and only bracelet here tonight. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3 emerald cut Tanzanite stones here. And then every single alternate is going to be a diamond that's baguette. This is also a bit of a paper clip link, as you can see, so more of that elongated link style that we love and is so hot right now in jewelry, has been for a while, continues to be. It's item number 112-9389. So this is our 119 total weight in the emerald cuts of the Tanzanites, but it's more than that. Baguettes and the diamonds. This semi-bezel set to the diamonds, meaning halfway, so you've got either side of your diamonds all ensconced in gold. Then you've got the beautiful link between them, separating and giving it this really liveliness. And yet 3 Tanzanites, total carat weight is going to be your 119 plus the 29 points. And this is last call on this bracelet. So yellow gold's how it stays. It's also great because it's adjustable. It's 7 inches maximum, but you're really using that link that is carrying through that beautiful look as also the adjustability factor so that you can make it shorter if you want to. So for those that are always saying, why don't we see more bracelets in tiny sizes, 5 inch, 5.5, 6 inch? This is where it could be anything up to 7 inches in size. So I think that's a really lovely trait of this bracelet. It's great for gift giving as well. Let's take a look at it from a distance away. And then I think you probably want to keep in mind too that since the stones don't go all the way around, you'll see here from a distance how that's going to look. You may want to keep in mind that you may want to actually fasten it so that it is a little tighter on the wrist so that it doesn't really twist and turn too much, and that'll give you that option. Now here's one end, so you can see you have all of these links to choose from for length. Here's the other side, which is going to be that great lobster claw closure, which is a really high-end closure to get in a bracelet. and that makes it really easy. The fact it's a little larger than some makes it easier to fasten onto those different links. But you can see here as I stretch it on out, it's got that shine. Look at that. The more flattened link of a paper clip gives it that shine. You've got your triple of the emerald cuts, and then those big baguettes, which are actually going to go on the outside of the tanzanites as well. So 4 of the baguettes in total. Let's take a look at it up close again. Give you that great value. Look at that stone. I mean, everything is matched to perfection in the tanzanites. They've got that really nice color saturation, which of course we are the experts in color saturation when it comes to tanzanite. Nobody's going to bring you a quality like we do, and so excited to bring it to you at a great value, not $39.99. And again, gold's up again, so you just want to get these pieces while they're here. That's all you can do, is really just dial in and make sure that you get your favorites right away. Save all that money now by getting not only your great discount by yours truly, but also that 10% extra off, which is really going to serve you quite well and save you really in most cases at least about $100, usually more. So that's really exciting. And if there are any museum pieces, that's why you also want to let us know what you're looking for from the museum collection as well. This is the day to get those with that 10% off. The more you spend, the more you save. It's true. So great way to get in on all these values. Take a look again at this tanzanite bracelet. Let's go ahead and send it out, shall we? It's going to be only, you know what, I was going to do $2,000, but I think even with just the fact that where gold's at and all that, I say let's make this opportunity a really, really rare one, and let's send it out in a hurry here and do better than even $19.99. I love that value, but we're going to take it a lot lower than that, not 19 or 18 or 17. I mean, this is a bracelet in solid gold. We're not doing a gold plating here. This is in a sterling silver underneath. There's nothing wrong with sterling silver, but come on, there's a precious metal meter, and it's certainly gold being at the very, very tippy top, the pinnacle of your precious metals. And we're going to take this even lower than even 17, 16, 15. It's a bracelet. It's got gems. I mean, what would you pay for a solid gold bracelet today, especially one with this wider style, the bigger link? There are your tanzanites. Again, there's one, there's your second, here's your third, and really well done there. And let's take it on down. Even better than even $15.99. Yellow gold's how it stays. Adjustable, so one size fits most, and we'll make it $1,499 only. And that'll be that on our very important tanzanite bracelet, the only one of its kind. There is not another tanzanite bracelet of any kind, not link, not bangle, nothing, not a single stone, not multiple stones. This is the one and only, and that comes down another $150, so you get it for $13.49 instead, even better. So really important way to go there, $13.49. Then we've got a new necklace with maybe the prettiest sapphire. I probably shouldn't have told you that, because I think a lot of people might have guessed a different stone had you not heard the description up front, but we'll show that to you as well. I'm excited. We got some new pieces here that are really fabulous and quite different from some of our normal fare, so I'm looking forward to every one of them. I mean, that's really what's fun about this event like this is. You're not just seeing the older items. For the most part, most of these pieces have been here for a little while, but we're still just, you know, flashing in those brand new items and ideas for you as well, which makes it so exciting, I think. And, you know, it has something for everybody. So even if you've watched every show that I've ever done and you've taken your selection of your favorites, well, you still get some opportunities to get and shop the brand new. So that's very exciting as well. Okay, so let's keep on going. We've got a lot to show you tonight, and we've got a new necklace, plus I've got the turquoise and the blue zircon and a cat's eye, because those have been very popular of late, the way we've been discounting our cat's eyes in the cat's eye chrysoberyls. And I really want to show this to you because this is a very unique design for us. Let me start with it on the hand so you can see the length, because this is 2-in-1. And I'm talking about 2 gorgeous stones matched up to perfection. Take a look. Actually, I should say perfection, because they are pear-shaped in our blue zircons and the bright, gorgeous electric blues. Welcome into Thursday night, everybody. Glad you're here. So nice to have your company tonight. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me tonight. This is 112-9835. It's a carat 89 of your pear shapes, almost 1 carat each, but they're those really bright, sensational blue zircons we love. Also has the diamonds around it. That's going to be another 39 points in diamonds. I'm going to grab the bracelet. You let me know if you like that one. Here's what this looks like up close. And yes, we are feasting our eyes on some brand new jewelry here. So again, 9835 is going to be your number. The total weight is 189 on the zircons. And then you get that really fabulous 39 points in diamonds. Now that's going to be something I got to go back around here, zoom all the way back, because this is that lengthier style, which is why I started with it on the hand. So you can see how elongating it is. Very, very attractive to see that kind of elongated style on the finger, so that even, again, if you don't have the longest fingers, it kind of gives the illusion precision you do. If you have longer fingers already, it's just lengthening to that. So it gives it a really I think it accentuates and really can play both ways, where it really does give you a beautiful, bold look. But again, extending that down the finger so you've got room and real estate for it, and can wear the 2 zircons, which obviously is important. 2 in 1, always exciting. So $189 in your yellow gold. Actually, we'll change this for you if you'd rather. So if you'd rather have the white gold or the rose gold option, you can do that. And when I say you can, you just tell us what to do. We do it for free. You don't have to worry about it. So even easier, right? Let's take a look at it here and let's get it out the door. A really nice, affordable way to shop a double zircon ring, and really good look. And of course, we got the values. So here's what we're talking about. A really important way to skip all the all the new pricing that you see out there, and the way that even, different retailers will, and they're allowed to do this. It's their prerogative what they do with their jewelry. However, usually even if it was made some time ago, they're still upping the prices to keep up with market value on gold, because it is a worldwide commodity. We don't do that. We're doing exactly the opposite. We're going down to levels you've not seen in years and years and years, giving you an extra 10% off. It could not be better. And we'll take this brand new item, my goodness, down to below. We're going to take it below even $49.99. This is an important style when you match them up. And they've got some blue zircons we see get a little bit more of that deep true blue, not really cobalt usually, but into the more blue shades. This really is a teal color. It's more of a turquoise, I would say. And it's not going to be $49, $39, $29. Remember, it is brand new and it's really unusual. And this is so pretty on. And yet we're going to do a lot better than even $39 or $29 or $19.99, just to send it on out of here. And really make sure that you've got all the pieces that, remember, when they are one of a kinds, and if you do choose to keep it in the gold color it's in, it goes out very quickly, because it's just a sizing process. And that's the quickest thing we can do, is just get it sized for you, put it in a box with your name on it, and get it right to your doorstep. So it may be a little bit too late to be shopping for Hanukkah, which is, given that it starts on Monday. However, if you're thinking about Christmas, this is really the week where you want to take advantage. If you need a piece for yourself, or if you are doing some gifting, you want to make sure you get it on these items and get them to you as quickly as possible, okay? So here we go. Not even 19. Let's keep going. We got a brand new item here and we got to move it. So everything should go and everything will go. This happened last night, where it was like, okay, it was a little bit of a, Wednesday night slower beginning, because, we're off Monday, Tuesday. And then guess what? By the end of the show at 8 o'clock Pacific, everything was gone. So it's really important to take advantage. You guys get first dibs. You get the first priority, and you're going to save even more than even, oh yeah, let's give you another $500 off. And I'll make it $14.99 right here and now. It'll be $14.99, just like our fabulous bracelet was, but this time 2 stones, 1 ring, 1 fabulous idea, and it's going to be only $13.49 at checkout, and you are changing the gold if you want to. So that is really, really lovely as well. Well, we got some check-ins here from cold weather places. I got to tell you guys, not to rub it in here, but for my New Yorkers who are dealing with the cold and the snow, it was 85 degrees here today. It was 85. Yeah, I don't know. It was that's even unusual for us in December. I was like mid-December, not usually close to 90. I know some actually out here it was close to 90. Where I live further west, it was 83 degrees. Wow, that's a lot for December. It's a little heat wave here. So we'll try to send some warmth to the East Coast and see how far it goes. Jason, do you want this one? Okay, congratulations. He's like, yeah, I do. I do want that one. All right, let's give that one to Jason's caller. And then we've got, okay, this is so pretty. This is the one, I probably shouldn't have revealed what this was, but I want to give you a look at it. It's one of the coolest looking stones. I'm hoping it'll sit up for me here, just so you can see that it's like this really cool shield cut in a sapphire. And that is all unheated, untreated material. 1129847. Stunning, brand new. I want to remind you right up front, if you are not a rose gold lover, don't worry about that. You are going to be able to get this in a different gold color. So please, we got extra a little creative here. But that is a blue green. It's got a little blue and a little green. Really, it's that golden, so that, when the blue and the yellow come together, they make green. So really, that's what's happening in this stone. It is a 95-point unheated sapphire with that fancy cut with 21 points in diamonds in the rose, or change it. White or yellow is fine if you want to go more traditional. But this is that style of necklace that fits like a collar, where it really has that nice curvature, ends up looking like really big diamonds. And that's because the cutting goes out beyond where the diamonds are set, which are rounds. But then they're in these sections of of pear shapes and larger rounds. Now it's all attached to the chain, so it is a full necklace, 21 points in diamonds. You're changing the gold. This is a very rare fancy cut stone and just under a carat. So not only fancy cut, fancy colors. So I love that the lapidary said, I know what I'm working with here. I got something real special and rare. Might as well make it a rare cut on top of it, which I think is so fabulous and fun. And then you've got this way that we've said it in a really beautiful, pronounced way, giving it all this extra gold, being that it's a full necklace. We'll take a look at it from a distance, but that cut is everything. And you really, as a result of these step facets at these cool angles, is that it's going to show the beautiful color really, really well. It's also got a lobster claw closure and multiple lengths you can choose from and how you wear it. But you can see right here, now suddenly I'm seeing every time it moves, I see, wait, is it blue, is it green? Is it blue, is it green, is it golden? It really has all the colors coming through. It's got this great length. Here's the adjustability, 16 and 17 and 18 inches all built in for you with a lobster claw closure. We'll try it on from a distance away. You can see what this is going to look like, where you can really just get a sense of the size. And now, you know what it reminds me of so much is a really good Brazilian alexandrite, because it's got a lot of those teal colors. It's almost giving Paraiba vibes as well. Maybe not quite as neon, but definitely has those blues and greens we would see in a really fine Paraiba as well. Let's take another look at it up close. But do you see how they really look like big individual diamonds? Like diamonds that would be 2 or 3 carats apiece. And instead, it's all setting with this really great affordability, and you never need to worry about it. We got a great value instead of $39.99, and that's impressive on its own. But to go lower and to make this more affordable when it's an entire necklace all attached to the sides with those O-rings, it never flips, it never turns, you never have that clasp working its way forward. And by the way, we're only 39 minutes away from the big debut, the worldwide gemstone debut. Listen, I've never had it, and I've worked at numerous places over the years, been here almost a decade. I've got to say, I've never had this stone ever in all my years. So I think that it's going to be new to a lot of us, not just myself. And so I'm really excited to show it to you. And again, we have 3. So I want to make sure that, you know, any of our collectors are ready to at least see them to get, again, first dibs. But here is that better than 3,000, better than 2,000. This is your chance, and we have one, and let me tell you, nobody else is going to have a sapphire quite like that. It is really, really rare to get not just one color, but really 3 all together, and it will not be even $1,999. One caller is going to take it. Full-on necklace. Remember, if you are not a rose gold lover, you can change it. Try to visualize it in the white or the yellow, which are the classic colors to choose from, and we'll get that done for you. So here's what I've got. Better than 19. Let's keep going. And Jason, you'll let me know who got that blue Zircon ring, right? Because I'm so anxious to thank them. It's such a great ring. Who was it? Thank you, Sharon. Enjoy it. Where was she calling from tonight? California. So maybe, let's say, if she's in Southern California, probably some hot weather, unless she's up north, right? So wonderful to have you with us, Sharon. Thank you so much. Enjoy your icy blues. Let's make this even better than 19, 18, 17. Got to take it down. One of our new items tonight will make it $1,699. It makes it $1,529 instead at checkout. And get ready. We have those last call diamond specials, diamond band and diamond cross, all coming up tonight for the very last time, at least if these price tags are any semblance up. So we're going to see those. And I have a Zircon wheel. It's not just the brand new debut wheel. We've actually got a Zircon wheel with 3 different colors, one pink, one golden, and one where it's all those colors together. So we're going to see those on the way as well for my big Zircon lovers, and we love our Zircons, especially the larger ones lately. Yellow diamond earrings are here, a subtle drop. We've got a new star ruby that is tremendous. It's almost 2 carats in size, and it's for the ladies. Look at this, because we had the gentleman styles recently that have all been selling out. Look at that. Okay, there is not a more pronounced or defined star than that one. That is really stunning. And to do, listen, it's competing right now because there are 2 lights, so there's 2 stars. Usually that means they'd be rather muddled. What does it tell you they are as strong as they are when there are 2? That's an incredible stone. So that's probably the best star ruby I've seen here on the show. And then we've got our Tanzanite fancy cut pendant. Remember the fight over the one we had a couple weeks ago where it was a request and yet brand new shopper and yet everybody saw the value and said, I want one like that. Here's our fancy Tanzanite, that really cool, think of it like a tapered, elongated emerald cut is kind of what it looks like there with that tapering that makes it so unique. So this is really like a little carryover from last night because we had a lot of you who missed out on a really important cat's eye chrysoberyl. So I do want to show you what I have here in something similar. Okay, look at this. Again, we're seeing nothing but the best. This is probably why they're in the vault, because a lot of what you're seeing throughout this vault clearance is actually some of the more high-end museum type items that are here for one reason and one reason only, and it's because they had a little higher price tag. And that's really why some of the pieces stick around. So you're getting really divine quality, the higher caliber of our material. And now we get to show you, I mean, look at that glow. And Peggy, we've got your request coming up, but look how beautiful this is with the diamonds, baguettes, and rounds together with the really stunning bright green, because I've been kind of veering away a little bit from the yellow greens, which is most of the cat's eye chrysoberyls, but really trying to bring you, because that's what you've been loving, the really bright, prominent greens where it's pure green, and then you see the glow of the chatoyancy. That's what you have here. It's a platinum setting. It's 1123642, and that would be, well, simply the best. Look at that. Oval stone. Of course, you're going to see the chatoyancy moves as the ring, as the stone, as the light does. It's also a 214, so it's a big time piece. And then you have a carat in diamonds as well. And they're really giving halo vibes, except bringing it in that circular fashion, really coming up the band, coming up the shoulders of the ring and wrapping around and highlighting that stone. Let me try it on for you. This is a one only, and oh, wait till you feel it. The weight of this platinum that you're getting is really intense. Look at that. That is a gorgeous, is it just me, or like did we get further away and the chatoyancy got even stronger and a little more glow? So this is what we're going to do. Better value, and that's a lot of ring, and it's a lot of value. Tons of savings coming your way. It started out at $59.99, I kid you not. A $6,000 TVON ring. That's why it's here. There aren't a lot of people that are saying, let me grab that at $6,000. So the beauty of it is that it gets one last chance on the air, vault clearance, that's what we're doing. One last chance for each and every item, and then lower price. So less than $6,000 like it used to be back in the day. And now it gets an entirely new price to make it so much more affordable for you. Reminder, it is for one caller. We know that already. You know that about these stones. They're all unique and individual. There are no two that are exactly alike, color-wise, chatoyancy-wise. So this is a one only for you. And with all that diamond weight and platinum, it will not even be $2,000. I'm really trying to make sure that all these high-end, upper echelon, really top tier, real rare exotics like this one go out the door. And so instead of $6,000, it's under $2,000, and we'll take it well under $2,000. It's not 19 or 18. Not even $17.99, because here's what I'm thinking. If we go even lower, like $17.77, you get it for an incredible price of $15.99 instead, and it takes it under $1,600. So that is the way to get your cat's eye chrysoberyl and top color of all, and really just bright, intense, like truly, if you've got green eyes, that's what it looks like. And the, of course, those green-eyed cats, they have that really specific color, and yet you see the chatoyancy, just how it glows. And I love that it's done in a white metal here, because look at it, just really looks great with the glow of the chatoyancy. So that'll be $15.99. That's not going to stick around. And wait till you feel it. It's going to be that real weighty, hefty piece that we love with a lot of metal presence. Now, Peggy, we've got your Paraiba. Not sure if you requested this exact one, but it is one of our better values in all Paraiba. And I don't just mean better value, doesn't mean cheaper. It means value. And it's one of our best, and you couldn't ask for a nicer stone. And I'm going to debate here which way. I'm going to try to see, let me flip it around, see if that faces up a little bit better to you. Because I just want you, I just want you to see directly into the stone, because Paraiba's a big obstacle they usually face is the clarity, and that is certainly not an issue here. It is clean as can be. And it's a good size stone, being well over a carat. It's a carat 31 if my memory serves, and yes, that is, no, carat 30. It's 1129328, and we've got one only, and I have to remind you how quickly and important it is to call in. Request items are not guaranteed. I say that a lot, and still I don't know if it always resonates with everybody. So I just want to make sure you understand that it's first caller. I don't have a way of knowing who's on the phone lines until well after somebody purchased something. And sometimes it can be, minutes and minutes. So please let me know if you do like something, call in early so that it puts you at the front of the line. You get first right of refusal. And it's our carat 30. It's all solid 18 karat gold. It has got the bigger pear shapes on the sides as well. This is a full carat 27 in diamonds. You can see there are pear shapes here, and then you've got the white diamonds the rest of the way, all bigger round brilliants, and this was $23,999. So there's a kind of a metric with Paraibas, and I know it's one thing if it's under a carat. You might remember I had the 4 carats on Sunday with you. So when we had 4 carats, the 40 pointers rather. So we had the 40 pointers on Sunday, and they were all quick to go because they were of course brought down to a really affordable price tag, which we don't always see with Paraibas. This one when you get anything over a carat, it gets really valuable. And we talk about every point counting when it's diamonds and really, really rare stones like that where size is not always inevitable. This is really also the same, even more so and more pronounced, because the bigger sizes you get in Paraiba are so much more rare to find. So it really does elevate their price tag typically when you get a bigger size. Well, with this one, carat 30, should be about $15,000. Best case scenario, we're doing a lot better than that. So come on in. I've only got the one, obviously, and it stays in the white gold. So the only question is your ring size. What is the ring size you would prefer? How can we send it out to you and make it your perfect piece so that everything is done, so it's ready to wear, and you can start enjoying this on moment one. The second you rip open that box, you're enjoying your piece and loving it. And this is going to be better than $15,000, which rarely do 1 carats go. This is being our carat 30, gets even better. And watch this value. It's under $10,000. Let me try it on for you as well, because that's tough to do as well. Anything under $10,000 in a Paraiba, and it's the perfect blue-green. It is exactly what we want to see in these collectible stones. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you from a distance away. And then, of course, I'll flip it around so you can see the pear shape from a different perspective, whether you like to wear it here or facing away, but it's not $99. And this is, of course, what you do when we have 10% off. Take advantage of those higher-end items, because this is how you save a bundle. And I mean a lot of extra money, which you can just, if you're like a lot of us, you're putting towards more great jewelry at bigger savings. So how about this one for better than even $9,000 or $89.99? Do you have Peggy on the line thinking about it? Is that the ring she's been thinking about? You know what I've been saying during this event. If there's anything on your wish list, this is the time to check off that wish list item. It's not $88.88. It's going to be even lower. I can't do a Paraiba over 1 carat any better than this. If it's, at least if it's in the blue-green colors. It's one thing if it's a, more green color, but the blue-greens are the signature color of this stone, and it's only $7,999. You get an instant $800 off. So that also means it's only $71.99 to get the gorgeous ring. And that is an investment into a piece that on day one, like as in right now, day of purchase, it's worth so much more than you ever paid. And that to me is always how I evaluate a great value from maybe just a value. That's what it boils down to. So if you'd like that one, we'll see who's got it. Our requester's bowing out of it, so she says no thanks. So this is where it's open to somebody else and everything will go. So you know how that works. It's really an important time to get it, because $79.99 turns into $71.99 instead, and you can have that Paraiba for your own collection at home. So great request. Thank you for that, and let me know if you'd like it, because again, requesters out. So we only have about 28 minutes to go till our big debut and premiere. So looking forward to that. Plus we have a new turquoise necklace that's one of our larger sizes. Got a really cool designer pendant. I really like this one because this is a little different and something you just don't see that has that one of a kind, but then you add to it the fact it's got a really big diamond in the middle. Take a look at this, and yes, thank you on the cat's eye. Well done there. Cat's eye chrysoberyl is gone. So this is the new kind of the cool designer pendant that I love. And it's item number 11289005. And it also has, this is a very large pear shape here. And then the rest is going to be smaller diamond weight round brilliance. It's our platinum piece, 71 points on the center, 33 in the round brilliance. So that would be over a carat in total weight of your diamonds. Now it's about the size, almost 2 inches in length here, and really, really well done. So you can see here how it's multiple pieces. It almost looks like, in a way, it's kind of feeling like a deconstructed abstract star of sorts. It's really beautiful. It's definitely bold. It's more of a statement style pendant. We'll show it to you here on the neckline as well, so you can see what it's going to look like from a true distance away here and get an idea of what that's going to look like on. Put your favorite chain right through. It's going to be a hidden bail right behind the top point there, and then we'll give you a close-up look at it as well, so you can see what that's all about quality-wise. Great looking diamonds. Here's our big value. I'm going to show it up close, and then you see it's actually a really, really important, let me zoom back here at ways here so we can try to hold it up and show it to you at the same time and at least get a nicer perspective on it. But that's a little finicky to hold, but there it is. So that's going to be, actually, we're going to blow it out. Brand new price tag. New drop in the price here from $49.99, taking it way, way below that. And get ready, big debut time coming up. 3 rings only on the brand new for you. Looking forward to that as well. But this is less than $2,000. We'll do $1,699. And who got that great cat's eye? Thank you, Marianne. Enjoy it. Where's she calling from? Oh, Rayanne. I'm sorry. Rayanne from where? in California. Well, California in the house tonight. I like it. All right, West Coast representing nicely. Thank you so much. All right, so $16.99 on this one, and really excited about this. And that is just, oof, look at that gorgeous, gorgeous stone. Okay, so let's go to our turquoise, and then we also have that Tanzanite. We're going to see that designer Tanzanite. I maybe just, you know what, skip ahead. Let's do something ultimate museum here. I flashed it already. There's already a response to it. There's a lot of people saying whatever that is, I gotta have it. This is the top quality star ruby I have for anybody. We've had gents pieces, we've had ladies pieces, but between the color and the defined, and did you see for a moment one star disappeared there? That's because as I went and zoomed in, I did that and blocked one of these lights. Now watch, we can block the other light as well. It's just a little more of a stretch there. So look at that. That is a defined star. One of the strongest and best you'll ever see. This is really the top of, that I can recall seeing here on this show. And it's going to be 1129846. It's another new one, but still brought down in price tag so that you can get that great value you desire. So this is really important. It's also going to be 1129846. It's a 179. So it's not lacking in size. And you know what happens when a ruby gets almost 2 carats, even if it's a traditional ruby. This is a little bit different, and we have got, oh yeah, 101 in diamonds in the signature style with it and around it as well. So a beautiful look here, plus the pave, the inside is finished, of course, so you can get that great, ensured a comfortable fit there as well. And then seriously, no help at all. This is just Mother Nature and those real exotics when we get phenomenal stones. You know, there's different phenomena. Play of color with opals, beautiful color change like we saw in our diaspore to start the show. This being a different one. We saw the cat's eye go. That's a different chatoyant. That's, again, a chatoyancy phenomenon, but this is the asterism, otherwise known as the star. Really impressive style. And guess what we'll do on this value? We've got already, we're more than halfway through the hour. Just means we got 25 minutes left till that debut, which again, only 3 items, only 3 rings. That's it. That's all. We don't have any more coming in. That's it. They're all here tonight. So very exciting little surprise for us on this Thursday. But here we are with this 179 ultimate high-end star. Do not even hesitate, because I would hesitate if it was $89.99 like it's supposed to be. Instead, we get to do something very different. And here's what it looks like on the hand very quickly so you can see what that's all about. And wait till you see this. Oh my. I got a glimpse there too. Out of the light. Just the one light on it. What a star. What a star it is. A beauty, that's for sure. A rarity, no doubt. A 2-carat ruby on its own would be, oh, I've got one. Actually, my faceted ruby's 1.5 carats, and it's over $7,000. So maybe an indicator here of what we've got going on when there's an extra level of rarity added to the mix, and yet it's not even 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. We got one, and this is why you want to dial in. Truly one of the rarest out there. We are showing you some really beautiful rarities tonight. No doubt about it. This is it, and we're going to send it out for even better than 6,000 or 5,000 or 4. I've broken every rule already. I mean, isn't that what this event is about? You love when we break the rules because we do it every day. All of our pieces, all of the values, every single item we bring is about value. But then to see the discounts on jewelry like this, high-end stones like this, irreplaceable type level quality here, stuff that really does belong honestly in museums more so than your typical shopping network. But again, we're anything but a typical shopping network. Best of the best only here. So now you get this great value, better than even $49, $39. I'll tell you what, blowing it out right now. Don't matter that it's brand new. We really are not taking that into account. It's just about everything getting a home. That's the priority. Whatever you fall in love with, that's what you should get. That's what you deserve to have, and everybody gets a great value. We're going to make it $2,999. Instead, you still get $300 off. Amazing. And so $26.99 for the best of the best. And by the way, when it's one of a kind, that's the one you get. There's not anything else that looks like it. That's the one you get. We size it. Now, if you want to change the gold color, we would take that stone, put it in the same mounting in the white or the rose. But if you want the yellow gold, which I highly recommend with rubies, it's all ready to go. We size it, ship it, done. And it's out to you in the next couple of days. And oh my goodness, are you going to be blown away? Because for everything it's giving on camera, it is even more impressive in person. Trust me when I tell you. So that's going to be $26.99. We only have the one there. Getting awfully close to our big top of the hour debut. I can't wait to show it to you, and I just wish that we had more because, well, it's not going to last very long. So I think Jason might have this one. Let's see if he does. You got it? Thank you. We have the turquoise coming up next for you right now. Take a look at this. And this comes with a chain. Oh, I love this piece. I love it. I just love the way the pave is done. It looks so detailed. Just a simple halo, but really not, because it's got all this detail of the pave. Also, great news here with item number 1128497. The chain's coming with it, and the chain has 2 diamonds. So it's that great chain really made to highlight a pendant, which wouldn't have to be this pendant. You could put it on with other pendants as well. So in the white gold, we have our 14-karat white gold. We have a 504 on the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and not a speck of anything but bright, gorgeous robin's egg blue color. It is matrix free. It is stunning. We're talking about the best of the best, and over 5 carats, plus 24 points in diamonds. The chain is included. This is the back of the pendant. It can easily come off the chain. You can use the chain with other things. Let me show it to you from a distance. I've just evened it right there in the center of the 2 diamonds, more or less. Of course, as it moves, but there you have it. So you can see that great length and see those couple of bezel set diamonds you have. Here's what the back of the chain looks like. There's your closure, the lobster claw, and the 16, 17, and 18-inch lengths. Now I'm going to give you a length on the pendant. Should be 1 inch exactly, and then we'll show it on. But come on in, because there's only one in this. I think about that big turquoise I had last night, and I know that one's gone, and yet look at this. There it is at 1 inch in the drop. There's such a beauty about pave like this. It does. It sparkles in the most beautiful way. And there you can see up against, that's competing against a bright, bright cobalt blue. And yet look how stunning that turquoise is as a backdrop. Whatever the backdrop is, whatever the color is, oh, it's going to look amazing. And isn't that a great thing about turquoise? It looks good with absolutely everything. So we'll take it back up close for you and give you a better value than this $39.99, because it's been there for a while. And that chain, again, great piece, comes a separate piece of jewelry, really. You can just use the chain with other things. You could gift the chain to somebody else. You could gift the pendant and keep the chain, or just have the whole piece ready to go as is. And this one's going to be, oh, a lot better than $29.99. That would be a nice discount. But I'm going for the best discount. We're going to take it even lower than $1,999 when that's my largest in a pendant. Largest turquoise in a pendant, and still the best of the best Sleeping Beauty variety. Let's make it even better than $1,500. It's got to go ultra low. It is our large one. The chain, that's a good $900 chain that's included for free. That is not at all factored into this price tag. It's not $15. How about $14.99? Let's skip that. Just skip over $13.99 and drop it right on down. $1,299 and $11.69 at checkout instead. And then some yellow diamond earrings are here. We have a great looking diaspore pendant as well. Opal, we got a big opal. It's Lightning Ridge, love it. Oh, and hey, star lovers, star sapphire lovers, that is. I've got a huge blue star sapphire for the gals as well. It's even larger than my ruby. And it's a powder blue color. Really pretty. It's actually got our it's a big, oh, I love this 4-carat 66. We'll see that too. All right, Sleeping Beauty 1169. Who's got it? We don't wait for pieces to move. We just keep on rocking through this amazing one-of-a-kind jewelry and then keep it going. Our top of the hour is going to be our big debut. I can't wait. We are now 18 minutes away from that big special. Can't wait for it. Then we've got a really beautiful, you got to see this star. Let's go to the blue star. This is a really rare stone as well, and it's colossal. 4 carats, look at that, 466. And again, the big stone in a powder blue. So think like a dusty blue. It's 8991 in this great wide honeycomb cutout band. So it's a wider band, like a cigar band style, but it's not solid, so it's going to be very comfortable. That's our 4-carat 66. Sure, subtle little inclusions. Remember, it's inclusions that make it beautiful. The inclusions are what also make the star. They just happen to be so microscopic that they actually, when the light hits it, that's when the star forms. So it's true, out of what would be considered imperfections, oftentimes beautiful things can arise. I mean, isn't it, it's the flaws in human beings also sometimes that, make us unique and make us special and give us our own little idiosyncrasies that make us different from everybody else. This is a 466, and then you've got the 29 points in the diamonds scattered about really top and bottom and then down the middle in these own little quatrefoil designs. But it's also going to be a great value. $79.99 is where this started. It's actually going to be changed if the gold color is not your preference in yellow. We can change that as well for you. And I think the turquoise may be gone. We're verifying that turquoise right now. So call in on anything you've seen earlier tonight, because everything will be going. It happens every time. But here's our, You do. Okay, so the turquoise is gone, the turquoise necklace as well. But this one, we'll try to make this a big value as well. Instead of that $8,000 price tag, taking it significantly lower. And you better see it on the hand here. So it is a bigger style. It does have that nice wide width. This could be great on the middle or the index fingers as well, given the size a little more unique. But you can see that star. And those couple of little inclusions that were on one corner of the stone, you're never going to see really from any kind of distance away. Already those have disappeared. This is part of being natural stones. They're never perfect. And yet again, it's the little tiny flaws inside, deep within, that actually allow the asterism to happen. And we're going to take it even lower. How about this? I'll repeat the price I did on the star ruby and give it to you here as well, $29.99. We have just taken exactly, well, guys, it's $5,000 off that price tag, and yet you still get $300 extra off at $29.99. Turns into $26.99 instead. So a really important value there. For my only blue star sapphire tonight, there is a large mahenge. I did bring out a 1.5 carat mahenge spinel. It's one of our best. I also have a 3-carat 02 heart-shaped yellow diamond. So not the kinds of pieces that you see just anywhere and everywhere. Here's the heart-shaped yellow for a little preview. That's a good one. Over 3 carats in size, new markdown on that. Have the really incredible, my goodness, we have a 16-carat Asher cut diaspore. Started the show with an oval. We've got the big Asher cut. Look at this. This is the 1602. Wow. That is the top notch of all the diaspores. That's getting a home. Wait till you see it in all of its glory. And then we've got our star. Our beautiful star, the blue star, almost 5 carats in size. And then we also have, quick look at the zircon here, because this zircon's not going to last. This has to be first hour, because obviously not going to last. Hi, everybody. Welcome in to our Thursday night. We are just in countdown mode, 15 minutes until we reach our top of the hour. And this top of the hour on this Thursday night is going to be an extremely important one. We have a brand new stone that we've never featured before on the air here in all of our years at TVON. And think of all the new debuts we've had. I think of certain ones really, whether it's the blue wing block D Tanzanites, whether it's the color change speen out of Madagascar, and various others. I could go on and on. We've never brought you anything like what we're going to see at the top of the hour. So just a few minutes away from that, but let's show you this one. Oh, this is going to go so quickly, so quickly. Please dial in if you are a pink zircon lover, because they do not get any better than this luxury round. It is gorgeous. It's looking like it's some kind of beautiful purple pink, little slight golden hue to it in a diamond, thanks to the round of this zircon. Oh my, and big round diamonds beside it. How about item number 1129822? It's our 602, and it's new right now. Now, one thing about this ring, it's going to stay as is in a combination of rose and white. However, I'm not a rose gold lover, and I don't give one care about this, because I think it looks beautiful the way it's done. The only rose gold is the basket. It's the basket and the prongs, that's it. And that is such a beautiful blend with the color of zircon we have here. I should say colors, because it's a mix of colors coming together. And so the only bit of rose gold you're going to have is in the basket. The rest is going to be white gold. It does stay as is. It's our 602. The diamond weight is 37 points, although they're only 4. And you see how they're graduated a bit. So that's going to essentially be on average about 10 points apiece. But then it's about the remarkable sparkle. It's the double refraction at work. It's the gorgeous colorways where it is. It's this pink, purple, cranberry kind of fuchsia tone with a little bit of undertone of gold into it as well. This is absolutely striking. Wait till you see it on the hand, because it's going to bookend with the diamond, so it's going to keep it perfectly centered on the hand. Even if you typically have to go a little bit larger on your ring to get it over the knuckle, it's like those are truly bookends and perfectly designed and aligned so they can be right there on the sides and give it the symmetry. Now, it is one of our big values as well. So if you love it, you have to call me quickly. When I tell you it will not last, it will not last. That is a certainty. Call me early. Let's try it on. Stays as is. So the only thing we need to know is the ring size. So say the ring size you need. We'll get it right out to you. Look at that sparkle. It gets even bolder from a distance away because it's moving a little bit more. You get to really see the magic happen of double refraction. And it is going to be an incredible value. I know it should be $59.99. You know it should be $59.99. We have watched big zircons, but sometimes they're in the Asher cuts. Lately, I've been selling out of all my Asher cuts. This is what I have instead. And yes, if you love sparkle, and let's face it, I don't think you can love a zircon if you don't love sparkle, because it's one of the stones that does it better than any, and that's that double refraction. So the body color is one thing, the sparkle is going to be every color of the rainbow that comes through on this stone, and yet it is going to be an incredible value. Do not worry about $59.99. I'm here to help you. I'm here to make it affordable. I'm here to make it easy, and I'm here to also remind you how important it is to be on the phone lines ready to go, because it will not last. Guaranteed 100% will not last. Great pieces like this at a markdown do not last. So come on in and be early. All my big, we had all these Asher cuts. They've all sold out in the last couple of days. So clearly there's a lot of us looking at those pink zircons and getting in on those values. Take a look at this one, not gonna be $59.99. We'll take it even lower. We may have somebody thinking about it already. This is why you wanna be dialed in. I can't say it enough. You gotta dial in early. Gotta be here ready to go. Before you see the price tag, time to get in. Here's what I'll do instead of $5,000, $4,000, or $3,000, and it's brand new right now. $29.99, guarantee you it goes. That's a $300 extra off. You'd save a bunch, and it'd be so long gone. I'm going to go ridiculously low on this one, and that's why I'm going to show everybody how important it is this show to be in early. We've seen it already. We've seen pieces selling out. Not everybody getting in on the deals. Here's what I will do instead of even $29.99. You got to be on the phone lines ready to go. It stays as is, rose and white together, and yet is not $2,500 or $24.99. I'll make it even better. I know we just got, again, only the one. Let me see who's got it. It may be gone already. It's not even 24 or 23 or 22. I told you, it's going remarkably low, and really one of those collector's status pieces that you just don't see anymore. They're all mined out. They started being mined in 2020. They haven't been around all that long, and yet they're already, well, we have nothing new coming in. Let me put it that way. There's been nothing new coming in years. And this is your chance to pick one up now where it's not even 22 or 21 or $2,099. And you get the chance to take 10% off as well. Make it $1,999. And then $200 falls right off that. So $17.99 instead. At checkout, we'll give it 30 seconds and it may be gone. So that's how you do it right there and now. A beauty of a gem. An incredible, look at the sparkle. It just does not stop. Yes. Yes, let's show the inside of the ring as well. And then again, notice the rose gold is the only, rose gold is the basket and the prong. So that's going to be it. There's the inside. And you see then that stops. Even where your diamonds are set, it's going to go to the right straight to the white gold. And then all the rest of the way around the band is going to be the white gold. So white and rose together. That's how it looks. It's basically like, again, everything from that basket comes right on through to the base of the ring. Holds that stone up, $17.99 at checkout. What a value that is. So important and so luxury, really. So we've got our last couple of minutes of this hour. I know we're getting very excited about our big debut. Collectors, get ready. Something very important coming up, and we're also going to make it a great value. Debuts can be intimidating because if it's really rare and we've never seen it before, it's probably special. So it probably should be a whole lot of money, and it's not going to be. So we've got that debut coming up. It is now 8.5 minutes away, so make sure you stay with me for that. And then here we are. Anybody want our pink zircon? With the big diamonds, the big important round diamonds there on the sides. Wow, what a piece. $17.99. I have gorgeous yellow diamond earrings. They start with an emerald cut. They lead into diamonds. Do you remember these? These really beautiful, it's like a drop, but so modern, the way it's like this great stiletto style, but it's still a hoop because everything's gonna come all the way around, and easy hinge, easy to put on, easy to take off. So we do have that. Also, look at this opal. This one I love. I'm very particular about opals. I can easily like take them or leave them, but then when a really, really, really strong stone comes around, look what happens. I suddenly go, okay. This is my new favorite. It's so important. It's such a, opals are so heavily dependent on the individual stone because there's just so many that look like nothing, right? They just kind of, they don't do anything. They just sit and that's it. Look at this stone though. And you see as I block the light, it just gets more and more and more saturated. We always warn of that it's never gonna look as good on TV as it is in person. So you get an even better look when you see it at home. For the first time, you'll be wowed. It's 1126061. It is a fantastic Lightning Ridge Australian Opal. Call me on the Zircon. Sounds like we're verifying on that one, but I don't know if it's gone for sure yet. And then we have right here this really beautiful Lightning Ridge Black Opal. It's in platinum. It's a 2-carat 34. So you 2, 3, 4. Easy to remember that carat weight, but it's going to look far larger than that. It's going to look about 5-carat if it were another stone. 67 points in the rounds and the baguettes that are wrapping their way around it, giving again a very, very unique style of halo. And those tapered baguettes really are important because you don't see a tapered baguette priced like really anything else. It's a very, it's an extraordinary cut to get. It takes a very high quality stone to even venture in to the baguettes or the tapered baguettes. Now, here's what we've got for you as far as value goes. It needed a markdown. This has been here too long. Long time ago. It's been about 4,000 items since we made it. It's one of those that was $12,999. It got brought down. It was $79.99 at last airing, and now we get to take it significantly less than that. All you need to do is dial. Here's what we're going to do is show you on the hand here so you can see what this is all about, and then go ahead, let me know, Jason, how I can help you. Like as far as millimeters or inches? You got it. Let me go get the pink zircon back, and then let me go ahead and measure that for you. Just the stone in the center. Okay, so we typically measure gems in millimeter sizes when we're doing dimensional measurements on gems, but obviously for translation's sakes, and if they're worried like, oh gosh, I don't know how it's gonna look on my hand, I can only see what it looks like on her hand. Again, this is what it's gonna look like with the ruler, so this will give you a better idea. The diameter of the stone measures right at a ½ inch, which it's a big stone, it's a 6-carat plus, but that hopefully helps give you an idea. Nothing really oversized about it, and I know that I'm aware I'm comfortable in large jewelry, but this is not something I would say you need to be really adept at wearing heavier or bigger pieces. I think it's going to be really wearable no matter what, especially since the way it is set to, we have to take that into consideration. It's not just the size of the stone. If we were to wrap it and make it so much wider with halo after halo and diamonds, that's going to make it a little bit larger ring overall. But this one, just letting the stone be the star, adding the diamonds to the side, really allows it to be quite wearable. And that again is $17.99 at checkout if anybody would like that. So here we are now back to our opal, and what is going to be that $79.99 that also has to go bye-bye. We have to make it a lot better than that for you. We have about 4.5 minutes left to go till that debut, top of the hour, 3 pieces only, so it's not going to last very long. They're also quite affordable for what they are, so I'm pretty excited about that too. And let's take this even lower than $79, $69. It's one of our best Lightning Ridge stones, and you know the Lightning Ridge stones, they are not inexpensive at all. So we understand that, and you've got a great value coming up right now where it's going to be a whole lot better than what we've ever imagined this could be, especially with the platinum and the diamonds that are all the way around it. And here's what I will do right away. Get it a great home. Let's make it even better than $69.59, even $49.99. What a value that is. Taking it significantly less than that for only just one caller. That's key. Let's make it even better. How about, okay, I'm skipping 39. I'm skipping it. I just don't think that's going to work either. We got a Thursday night to remember here. How about $2,999 instead? So you get $26.99 at checkout. And that's how you get the big opal that you have waited a lifetime for. The big size, the 5-carat look in the 2-carat 34 size, and that major value with all the incredible diamonds as well. So $26.99 on that one. Get ready. We've got the big heart-shaped diamond. I'm getting ready for the top of the hour. I get to introduce you. We're going to educate you a little bit as far as what is new and fresh, and hasn't been around all that long because the first material was discovered in 1965, so it's just about the same age as Tanzanite, if you will. And it's not Tanzanite, it's something very different. So we'll talk about that in the next 3 minutes here that passed us by. And did you get that, Zircon? All right, so here's what we're going to do on the, I do have the diaspore waiting, and just I'll flash this for you. If you've been waiting on one of the bigger Mahenge spinels, I do have one tonight. It happens to be our 151. Look at that. Ideal color. Really, the color is the big headline there. No question about it. It's a great color. It's very saturated. Also have, let's just get to those aqua earrings in our last couple of minutes because this was a big miss last night, meaning I had one pair. They were ovals. And the problem was they were gone in a hurry and not everybody got it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring out what I have. It's the same mounting. It's just a slightly different stone because it's cushions instead of ovals, and it's 1129762. So we'll get these gone before the top of the hour arrives, and then this will lead into that very big debut. But this is such a pretty leverback style. It's 9762. There's going to be 212 total weight here in your aquas, which are of course Sierra Santa Maria, and then you've got the diamonds just leading right down the front, 7 points there, so it's actually 212, and then you've got the 7 points in the diamonds, and then just really simple and easy and elegant. I'm going to show them from a distance away. It's a hinged leverback style, so that makes it really easy. They're about as secure as an earring will get. Here's the length they're going to give you as well, from top to bottom, and there they are, 1 inch in the drop. That color is sensational. Best aqua color out there is out of this Brazilian mine that is no longer, and it's called Sierra Santa Maria, and there's just no other aqua in the world, and there's different productions across the world, but none even really comes close as a rival to what you're going to see color-wise in this Sierra Santa Maria. Let's take a look at them. There they are from a distance, so you can see what they're all about from a distance away and get that bright sky blue that we love so much, and just that drape that they bring you with the diamond straight on down, leading into that subtle sway of those gorgeous aquamarines. I am so excited about these earrings, but here's the deal. The cushion cuts were a little more expensive. I don't care. I really want to mimic what we did that I know a lot of you missed out on last night, just about 24 hours ago. So let's make these a lot more affordable than the $39.99 and send them out. Remember, only one pair, so they're going to go. And we've got about 1 minute now to get them gone. And then that big debut is about to transpire, so I can't wait. But let's take a look at them up close again. You can also get the white gold here. That's all we're offering in the white gold. That is a really big favorite when it comes to aqua, so always enjoyed. And let's do this. Instead of even $29, I really think $19.99 should do it on an aqua earring like this. When you've got 1 carat plus sizes, I think of what we do on rings all the time with 1 carats, and the 1 carats are always more money than where I'm at right now. And that's with 1 stone. There are 2, obviously, in a matched pair of earrings. Let's make it even better than even $1,500. Actually, I will do exactly. I'm going to honor the price that everybody was missing out on last night, so I think we loved it. Let's make them $1,111, because that comes down to $9.99 at checkout, so an even better value. When you can get, and they're big. These aren't little stones. They're not 20 pointers or 50 pointers. They are over a carat a piece, and they're only in the white gold. They'll go directly out to you. Top of the hour is here. We're getting ready for our big debut. I can't wait. We got something we've never had before, and this is going to be exciting. So very, very excited about what's coming up. A brand new stone to us, a very difficult stone to find in the industry as a whole. We're going to bring it to you in some super, super, super fine quality, and that's going to be on the way. Okay, so let's talk top of the hour. If you'd like the aqua earrings, I hate to rush them, but it is top of the hour, and we've been waiting for a very special debut, which is happening now. Oh gosh, this is exciting. I only get to do this, you know, there's only so many stones out there. So to have something that we've never brought before is always an exciting moment. Welcome into Thursday night with us here at TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here, and we're going to show you a big debut, something we've not had before, and I cannot wait. I only have 3. There's the bad news. The good news is it's really cool. They're beautiful stones. I'm obsessed. It's funny because for a long time, if you've watched me for any bit of the last 25 years or so, I've oftentimes joked that I've always wanted as a designer to create a different type of golds. There's white gold and yellow gold and rose gold now. There are different alloys that some have experimented with in jewelry in the past, but I've always wanted to do a pattern gold. I got to tell you, we're really close to that right now. I never thought I would see the day that I have a gemstone, even better, from Mother Earth that actually could mimic what I've always wanted to create in gold and metals, which is leopard. Where are my leopard girls at? Leopard is like a color. It's more than just like a pattern. It is more like a way of life. And those of us that love like a good animal print or a good leopard, we know it is always, always fierce. It is always in fashion. It is a classic. And this, my friends, is what is called Mexican leopard opal. Imagine that. I imagine we're all kind of visualizing something right now. Okay, so we know what leopard print looks like. Can you imagine Mother Nature creating a natural phenomena stone and yet it having a leopard pattern to it in a natural gem? No treatment, no funky anything. This is just about the stone. And it was found for the first time in 1965. There was an explorer. He was actually, as a lot of gems are actually found oftentimes by happenstance. It's literally on accident, where there was a gentleman, he was kind of roving around. It was like a bush area, and he saw flecks of light. and realized there was something beyond just the greenery and the scenery. And sure enough, led to the discovery of this incredible stone only out of Mexico, where we're going to talk about how it gets here. But I want to show them to you first, because it doesn't matter if you don't like them, right? It doesn't matter how special or how cool or how rare it is unless you like it. But that's the thing. I think you're going to be as obsessed as I am with this stone. It is like looking at a leopard print in an opal in a natural stone. We have 3. They're all different, so I'm going to show them all together at the same time. The beautiful thing is, despite the different shapes and the sizes, I'm still going to make them all an incredible price tag as well, and you're going to get your choice of. So come on in, and we'll tell you a little bit about the history of the stone from what has not been around all that long. Again, 1965, the discovery. I'm going to show you they're out of Mexico, which we normally think of fire opals. This is different. Take a look at what we have here. I'm going to start with my own personal favorite here, which I cannot get enough of. This is the coolest part. Not only, now I think also I was thinking about it was when I was examining these, I thought they would also be almost like a tortoise shell kind of look, because there's a little bit of almost like a brown color in this spotted pattern, and we'll explain how it gets there. And this is from an area called Zimapan. So we'll talk about that, but I'm going to show you, or Zimapan. So we're going to talk a little bit about the cuts though, because I've got different cuts. We started with the trillium with the big yellow diamonds. Then you have the option of getting the cushion cut, which is a rectangular cushion, or you can get, well, all that beautiful oval. This is really fabulous, is it not? Take a look at the 3 options we have. And here's how we do this. Going to be quick to go, because they're also going to be for as rare as they are, and they're set beautifully. And you still, this is my favorite part, it'd be one thing if it was just a pattern, but you still get the play of color we enjoy from opals from the inside of the pattern. Isn't that the coolest thing? So this is a town. It's in the Hidalgo state. If you're familiar with the Mexican territories, it's from the state of Hidalgo, where it's called Zimapan, and it's going to be the area where they were found. And it's not a site that you can imagine with a discovery like this. They don't keep the site open to the public. So I'm going to freely talk about it, whereas we would normally keep something like this under wraps when something valuable comes out of an area. We don't like to get too specific, but I could literally give you the coordinates, the longitude and latitude coordinates, because this is not something where you're even allowed. It's not open to the public. You need to get special permission just to even visit and to even access the mine. It's a really, as most terrains are around gemstone mining, it's a small little rough dirt track road that basically winds its way to La Piedra Grande, which is the big rock. Piedra, of course, is stone. It usually means gemstone or stone or rock in Espanol. So you head towards the big rock, as that translates, and then you basically see this amazing little range of hillsides, mountains really. And so you have to really, you can't get there on foot. You got to take 4-wheel. This is very typical of mining, but it's so remote, and it's so almost like this little secret oasis of these stones that it produces this really cool material. So it's like, we don't see this. You know, there's opals from all over the world. We think of Australia, we think of Mexican fire opal, we think of some great Ethiopian stones, but very different to see something like this. So that's a little bit on the locality. But what this is and why it has the pattern it does is because the flashes of color come through this striking spotted pattern, which is basically the black basaltic host. So that's like a host rock. So think of it like we see matrix in the back of a stone out of Australia, and then you see the front where when it's got the polish, you see the great colors. This is basically where you've got the opal growing within this basaltic, I always struggle to say that word, basaltic type of rock material. So it becomes very unique and creates that pattern. So it's very, very special, and we're thrilled to bring it to you in 3 different varieties. This is all we have, by the way. There's no other material coming out tomorrow or over the weekend. We just kind of surprised you on this Thursday night. And yet, here are the carat weights. I want to get into those because obviously it may be somewhat of how you decide which one you like. Let me know if you're already thinking about one. Leopard opal, how cool is this? Are there any collectors there tonight? We have one collector. Which one are they thinking about? Because I've got a guess. The cushion cut, take a look. Cushion cut is going to be item number 1129838. That's the 514. Diamond weight is 66 points. That actually is going to be the smallest. They go up in size from there. The oval's the next size up. Call me early. The oval's in this big dome style. That's the 587. They will still look bigger. They're still less dense, like they share a lot of the properties and characteristics of other opals. So they're going to be less dense than most materials, so they will look bigger than what they weigh. You'll see them on the hand. That's the 587 with the dots of diamonds on the side, burnished into the gold. That's 53 points. And then our largest is right here. I think this is my pick. This is the one I would definitely walk away with tonight, but I will tell you right now, I'm never getting one of these. There's not even a hope. 622 is the size of the trillion. And then you get the big yellow diamonds with it. Love that. The yellow diamonds on the sides are 39 points, almost 20 points apiece. And then you have the 27 points in the white diamonds all the rest of the way. I think this is the coolest thing that we have had in quite some time. And the worry is always, if it's super rare, it's going to be super expensive. Everything I can think of, and this is my profession, everything I can think of that's rare usually is more expensive. They go hand in hand. So rarity equals expense. That is not going to be the case here. I love that we're making them affordable. I doubt we'll ever see them again. They're all brand new. This is a debut right at this moment. You are the lucky ones to get them. Obviously, they're one of a kind as well. Don't have another one to show you. This is it. Don't have smaller, don't have larger. And I love that they are bigger sizes. You'll see that on the hand here, but let me know which one you have a first preference on. If your first preference goes to somebody else, I would highly advise getting another. Get your second choice, because we're not going to see them again. And they are not going to be, I mean, we'd love to and we're working on it, but it's at least for now. I have nothing else here for you. So this is the time to get it. Let me know. We've already got someone verifying in the cushion cut. Let me know who's thinking about the trillion or the oval. But here's what we're going to do for pricing. When they should, just based on the diamonds and the gold and the rarity, we're going to do better than even, I know we should get $59.99. I've still got a clearance going on, and we're still giving you 10% off. So I can't expect to say $59.99 and be able to stand behind my promise of best values ever, even when it's something as rare as this is. Which one do we like? The flip it around, sure. I don't know if it's going to balance that way, but we'll show it to you. Yeah, there it is. I'll give it a little bit of help there. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, we do need to move them a little bit so you can see all the great colors, blues, greens, reds, yellows, and oranges that come through the spotted appearance of that basaltic rock. That's kind of, think of it as like the host rock, and more like, again, think like lava. And yet that's what gives it that spotted appearance, but you're still seeing all the play of color that you would in a really good opal through the pattern appearance. So here's the trillion on the hand. I do love this one. 622, it is the largest in the trillion. That's what it looks like from a distance. Some of the coolest material I think you'll ever see. And we're not doing even $59.99. I'm going to try on the cushion cut for you, because that's the one that also is being verified right now. That's the 514 cushion, 66 points in diamonds. There it is. And all those great colors. I would say there's a little bit kind of more open space. Do you like the oval? All right, so let's try on the oval next. And here's what we'll do. All three, same price. You do not have to choose based on the price. And by the way, this dome style with the oval, all finished on the inside. Fully finished under gallery completely for you. And look at that dome style that you get there. Look at that. Tons of gold in that one. And they will not be even $59. Half of that price is still $3,000. I don't know of anybody who wouldn't say that's a great value at $3,000, but I'm not doing $3,000 or $29.99. It is still a vault clearance, and even though these were in the vault all of about 25 minutes this afternoon before they came out to be debuted in this Thursday night show, they get to be even better, even smaller in price tag. Hidalgo State material, Mexican material only, where that is the only source we had for this material. It is so cool. It is so different. It is so bold. And like all opals, it's going to look even better in person. The television does not do them justice. You have to see these in person to really appreciate all their color and that beautiful pattern. Now let's take a look again, because they're not going to be even 29. Let's go even lower. Please get on the phone lines if you're not already. I don't know if they're going to last even 30 seconds. And you're always able to say sold right now too, and still get the lower price, of course. But let's not even do $2,500. We know certain things about value, and we know certain things about collectors. And when values come around on something highly collectible, there's no hope of it sticking around. Give us a call. They're less than 25. How about 24 or 23 or 22? We're taking them even lower. And they're all really well set in great designer mountings. Their stones are irreplaceable. And I'm not even making them 22 or 21 or $2,099. Every one of them's got to go, and they will. We are the leader in value. Just scream out, operators, which one you like. I will referee who says sold first. The right side's already gone. That's the oval. The trillion's already gone. Which one? They're all gone. All right, they're all sold out. Oh, and by the way, everybody who picked one up, make them $19.99, but they all sold out. $19.99, $17.99. We got nothing left. Look at that. Nothing left. Nothing. They're all gone. Congratulations on those. Let me show you this one. That is my museum level diaspore. Well, and that worked out beautifully. So well done, everybody. I'm so glad y'all like different ones. That worked out well. Trillion cushion oval. Thank you so much. And then here we go with something extraordinary for you in our museum diaspore 9037. Call me on the aqua earrings, by the way. Those are still here. I know those were at the tail end of our first hour, but still available for $9.99 at checkout on the aqua earrings. Boy, I always feel so good when I went lower than the price that they sold out. They were all right. That to me is very exciting. That to me is like showing that when we say we commit to values, we really commit to values. Like, again, could have gotten a lot more for those rings. Said, nope, got you the best value possible. They're all sold before they even got priced at their lowest. That's impressive. So here's how we do the big 16 karat. Can't wait. This is the Asher cut. It's the over-the-top piece. Yeah, it definitely is. But we also have one opportunity to get it for you. And of course, anything from the first hour, still have a couple pieces left if you want to inquire about those. Aqua earrings are here. That's quite the value. And then here's what we'll do on this amazing 16 karat. That's our largest by far. There is no larger in the diaspore. 38 points are the diamonds, 2 only yellow diamonds. But that's what you need to see. The highlights are as simple as just getting a face up view at it. Seeing that face up the way you do, that's all you need to know. There it is right there. That's what matters. This is yellow gold only, yellow diamonds on the side, almost 20 pointers on those yellows, by the way. It's pick your color. Is it green? Is it red? Is it yellow goldens? Are there orange tones? Everything's happening in this diaspore that doesn't usually happen. And if you were to go right now, like let's say we could somehow transform this studio lighting into all UV lighting, suddenly the whole stone would go red, 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 red. Not even pink or purple like they typically do, but with this saturation being as high level as it is, it goes pure red. So here's what we've got for you. One only, gotta go. I just cannot stop moving this stone because the way this is like a light show. It's all happening from the gem and the cutting, all working together. Here's what we've got as far as on the hand. It is supposed to be $14,999, but that's not gonna work. Here's, oh yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I see this like blue turquoise color that I don't see with typical diaspores. And somehow in this stone, it's coming through as well. Very unusual. It will not be $14,000. Let's go even lower. One caller gets it. We're gonna take it even lower than $10,000 or $99.99. For a 16 karat plus, I think we see the per carat value that's there. Obviously adding in the yellow gold and the yellow diamonds is wonderful, but we're gonna take it even lower than $9,000, $8,000, $7,000 or $6,000. One of the highly collectible pieces of the entire show here tonight, and yet it will not be even $6,000. My goodness, we got a value here. And nope, $5,000, no. $49.99, it's yours. Then you get the $500 additional off. Then we have big, big, big diamond specials, 2 of them. So we're gonna do one in about 2 minutes here. I've got a diamond cross, but I also have the diamond band. The diamond band is crazy limited. It is the last time we'll see it or make it. So I'm gonna bring that to you in one of our icons of a diamond band. And the highest end way you can get diamond cutting, princess cuts. Keep in mind, we have an hour and 45 minutes left in the show. We would love your requests because we're going through jewelry very quickly. So we wanna make sure we always have time for your requests. So make sure you get those in as well. But $44.99 instead of the $5,000 because of that great big 10% extra off. So let's talk a little bit about a band. The problem is we only have 10 for the entire country. It is actually, they're already set up and ready to go. So you know this iconic band. The problem is the 10 that I have are split amongst 3 different gold colors. So when you see this double row with this magnificent diamond weight, it is only going to be a certain number in each color of gold, and the most limited are the yellow and the rose. So here's my white gold, which I have the most of because that's very popular to show off the white diamonds. But here's the one and only in the rose gold. That's all we've got in the rose gold. The yellow gold, which I know has been very popular in the last many months, and gold is gold. Gold is $43.10 as of today per ounce. $43.10. That means a wider band like this is no longer $7,000 or $8,000 for just the gold band. And I'm talking about elsewhere. Obviously, we do our best to make sure values happen here that don't happen anywhere else. That's the beauty of what we do. as we still commit to quality and save you incredible dollar amounts. But this ring is one of the better bands we do, double row. So you get that width that you would not get in a single row of diamonds. And the fact they are princess cuts. We usually see rounds. We love our rounds. We love our VS round stones. I think you really can't go wrong with the VS diamonds, but when you couple a beautiful clarity and a beautiful color grading with big sizes in a princess cut, which is a whole elite, elaborate level of diamond cutting, really the newest, the hottest, the latest, because it still gives you square cutting, which gives it very modern feels, but it also has the brilliance of a round brilliance. So we love that about the princess cut as well. Take a look at them. We've only got a few. So I've got 3 in the yellow gold, the 1 in the rose gold, and then the rest are in white gold. That'll be it. So this is a last call opportunity on 111, 9499. It goes way back. This was made about, what, 6 years ago? This is why it's a value. Oh, couple that with the fact that we take the 6-year-ago price tag and make it better tonight. Then let's add the discounting of 10% on top of that, so that you're just getting lower and lower and lower on a 157 diamond band. Here's the count of the diamonds. No matter what ring size you choose, you're always going to have a total of, there are 8 stones per row, 16 stones per ring. That means that each diamond is just under 10 points apiece. That's a huge size. We're not talking about accent sizes any longer. That's a big deal to get a 10-pointer. And then watch this. I'm going to turn every one of them inside out, if you will, so you can see that how often do you actually witness a band ring that has an undergallery? Usually a band is simple enough in its stature where it doesn't need an extra row or an extra layer of gold behind it. Here's where you're getting that full undergallery to your band. It is our 16-stone princess cut. They go right out because everything that I have is what we're shipping and only what I have. So that means that as you choose a white, a yellow, or a rose, or maybe you're gonna get a couple because it's a band you would wear every day, and maybe you're like me and you like to have your colors coordinate. There are days when I go more white metal and days when I go yellow. So I wanna have the mix and the match and the ability to just coordinate everything down to a T on the classics like this band is, because this is one that you could also stack. You could put a couple around another ring as ring guards if you really want to get a wow factor. I mean, think of it. You get 2, you'd have over 3 carats. It'd be 314 in diamonds if you're adding 2 together. So here's our last call on this band. Please understand, it can be made again, but the responsible thing to do would be to create new or different and bold, because guess what? Making this at a future date, when right now, today, gold is $4,310 an ounce, and you're doing a wider band with really, really important diamonds, that's not going to get any easier to make. It's not going to get any more affordable to make. And the last thing I want to do is bring you something you've already seen and quadruple the price. That is not a smart sales technique, because although it may still be a value compared to retail and compared to wholesale and compared to everywhere else that sells fine jewelry, it's not the value you're used to seeing. So we want to make sure that these values can stay true to what we believe you love, which is the greatest values of all time. So that's what this is, and now coming lower than before. So how about this band? For better than $49.99, where it used to be oh so long ago. And let's also try them on, because obviously I've got the different size. Sizing is not a problem. It's the gold colors that are a problem, because you have a preference, I'm sure. You may be getting this as a gift idea. Maybe it's an anniversary band. Somebody has a preference in the gold color you wear. So that's where I'm really limited. I only have what I have. Here's what they look like. So you can see really the diamonds are the story when you see it face up like this. But when you see when they're together, it's really even tough to make out the rose gold. So I really still want you to be able to get on the phone lines early so you do get your pick. But there's the yellow, here's the white, and here's the rose. So you do have those 3 options. But remember, most limited in the rose gold, I have 1. So that one right there. White gold, we've got a couple, and then I only have 3 in the yellow. So that's going to be it. And it will not be $49.99. It's a brand new discount. All you can do is pick it up. We're not going to see it again. We're going back up close here for you in the yellow. That's been our most popular for diamonds of late. Here comes the white gold. That's always popular to show off the great white diamonds. And then, of course, we have that rose gold, which is just tougher and tougher to find anywhere else in a diamond band. So love that we're doing it with our beautiful pinky rose. That's not a brassy rose or an orangey rose gold. We get you that really pretty blushy pink color. And I'm so glad to see that you are absolutely not loving $49.99. That means you're here for the values. Hopefully we have shown you throughout this event that as we say goodbye to everything in our vaults, and it is limited here to what is in the vaults only, it is your chance to pick it up for a lesser price than it's ever been before. And when it's an icon like a band, when you upgrade to the princess cuts and you still see a better price, please check out your bands in your retail stores. Obviously, there are wholesale establishments you may shop. There may be networks you shop at. Nobody's hardly even doing natural diamonds anymore, even bad natural diamonds, low quality. It's another thing to go high quality and go to VS Material with your diamonds that are actually from the earth, that have value at the end of the day, that years from now gain in value. They always have. I can't see that stopping. I don't see a world in which diamonds get devalued. They've never done that before. So if we just take the past as prologue here and figure, yeah, I don't think we're going to see diamonds go down. We're certainly not seeing gold go down. Let's make this happen at an unbelievable price tonight and not even ask for 5 or 4, even like a $3,000. Well, when you got 10-point diamonds, that's pretty impressive. Come on in. We're getting busy on the lines. And again, 1 in the rose, 3 in the yellow, the rest are in the white gold, and they should absolutely sell out tonight. We're not going to see it again. What we have left, we melt down. We ship out what you need. Whomever places those orders tonight, melt down the rest and don't see it again. Let's make it even better than $2,999 to make sure that they can all go. And this band is everything. It is, think about how beautiful just one ring is. Let me just show that white gold all by itself, on its own, on the hand, nothing better. Looks like you already did invest into 2 rings and you didn't need to. And it's not $29.99, $2,500. 24, all of those things. Look at that diamond weight, and this is it. Princess cuts, the very best of the best, a really unusual and unique, tough to find cut in diamonds, and everything has to be precision, and that's what allows them to set side by side thanks to their squared off shape. They can sit side by side like they do, every single one of them set in its own beautiful 4-prong style, and we're going to do better than even $2,000. Send them on out. Only $1,999 a band. It will be backwards by $200. So you're getting an extra $200 saved, and it's $17.99 for 60 seconds only. Good luck on those bands. And then we'll get into, we've got a cross that matches later. So this is where Christmas is coming. By my count, we're like 13 days away, but really closer to 12 considering the day's almost over. Look what I have to match it if you wanted to. Just a set opportunity. Look at the princess cuts I have here in the cross pendant. I will never forget, my first cross ever was this exact design, except it was done, I was young, I was a teen. And so I had one in, you remember Swarovski? They do some beautiful Austrian crystals that are basically a really beautiful cut glass. Well, that was mine. And I had that same design, but in Swarovski. And it was beautiful, and I wore it forever and ever, still have it. I got to tell you, we're doing ours in diamonds, of course, and that is the princess cuts all set beautifully together, and yet that'll work with the band. So we've got the cross to match. The cross will only be in the white gold if that helps guide your decision on the ring. And then we've got another diaspore. Look at this. So remember the diaspore we just showed you in the big Asher cut? I have its kid sister here. So for those that said, because I hear you, a lot of you at home, I'm sure, said the 16 karat is just too big for me. That's just too major. You remember this one a couple minutes ago? It's beautiful, but it's really large, 16 plus carats. Well, I have something here in mind for those of you that might want to go, same great quality, but in a slightly smaller size. Here's its kid sister. Basically the same colors in the smaller, more wearable version for everyday wear, for that real ease of wear. Also, let's just not overstate it. There's a great price tag here as well. $5,000 is not what everyone's looking to spend tonight. So we're going to take this Asher cut, and I'm going to try to wow you with it. Keep calling on the princess cuts. They're still here. Here we go with 1129813. The alternative to the 16 karat is right here, right now. And it's still a good size. So no, 16 carats it's not, but it's still a 4-carat, which is even larger than the one we started the show with. Oh, so many, like 90 minutes ago. So here's what we have. 4 carats of 1. The diamonds are simple. It looks like you have a trillion cut on each side, but without the expense, because you know trillion cuts in bigger sizes are really expensive. So we did the rounds together to look like a trillion on either side. And now, wait till you see this on the hand. So balanced, so perfect, and the 9 points in the diamond. Wait, actually 8 points rather. So here's what we're going to do. Also, any gold you want, I love that. So you're really choosing, because this is a stone that looks so good in various colors of gold. There's not one right answer for the gold color here. It can really be whatever you like. But this stone is rare. So I'm hearing some rumblings about Tucson being in February, first week in February. So it really happens very quickly. The holiday season is busy, obviously, and then for all of us who are in the world of work and sales and all that good stuff. But then you have January, and once that New Year's rolls through and it's 2026 and you've set those resolutions, before you know it, Tucson is here. It's always the first week in February in Tucson, Arizona. It's the biggest domestic gem trade show, but there's also finished jewelry, but it's mostly loose gems. And this is one of the darlings of every trade show that's happened in the wholesale world for the last several years. Everybody's trying to get their hands on it. The prices have really elevated though. That's what happens when a stone is popular. There's a supply and demand that we all know about, and it applies to various different aspects of life and business and different commodities. But with gems, even more so, because we're dealing with the fact that it's not like we can set up how many we produce. It's Mother Nature we're working with here. So this has been a stone that we have seen tremendous increases in prices over the last several years, just on a wholesale level. But that doesn't apply to us here at TVON because we've had this collection for a while. We're choosing from our own private collection. We don't go out and buy gems at the trade shows. We are really, if anything, we're the ones that are exhibiting, that are offering loose gems to other designers of the world, not the other way around. So we've got the collection that really starts it all. And yet you all get that really cool VIP experience of getting a better value. Let's put this up for auction. I've got to. Want to make the phones ring? You got to do that. Because here's the problem. It's a $39.99 ring. Right now, with what I did on the 16 karat, that's $1,000 difference between the 16 and the 4. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that math is going to make sense to any of my audience tonight. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to go out on a limb. We're going to rock the auction. We're going to give you a lower open by far because I just want to get the phone lines to ring here. We are halfway through our Thursday night show. We have 90 minutes left. That's not a lot of time. We still have our big Zircon wheel. We still have our big Tanzanite coming up. We still got the cross and a couple of other things. And hopefully a request or two will come in tonight. That'd be great. But here's what we're going to do instead on the Asher cut diaspore. Color changing, 100%. It's a 100% color change stone. It's a beauty. It's still considered one of the larger sizes. This stone rarely gets over 1 carat, let alone over 3. We've got the 401 here. Take a look at it on the hand again, balanced with those trillions of round brilliants, meaning it's a trillion shape. They're round brilliant stones. Look at that. Everybody can wear that size. That's not too big, not too small. It's really at that perfect size. And yet I can't do 35. That's still $500 off. Probably not going to get the phone lines where I want them to go. So let's have some fun here and really allow you to set up your own price, and it's going to save you a bundle, because instead of doing 35 or 3,000 or 25 or even, my goodness, 4 carats, big time Asher cut. The Asher cuts, in my experience, have shown off some of the best coloring of this stone. So the cut works together with the beautiful inherent colors that Mother Nature gave this stone, and it shows it off, I think, the best way possible. When you have that step faceting fashioned in a square, it tends to show off the best colors possible right here and now. Let's get it better than even 25. I really want to get the phone lines rocking here, so how about this? And I know auctions aren't supposed to be happening in an event like this, because aren't the undercost prices good enough? But sometimes the answer is no. No, they're not. How about $2,000 to start on the 4-carat color change diaspore? Here it is, out of Turkey and Turkey only. That's the only place we get this variety. There's a pink diaspore that comes out of Afghanistan. It's a totally different stone. It doesn't change color. This one does. One source and color changing, and I think of it from a fashion perspective. Sorry, it's jewelry. It is part of fashion. Like it or not, you are a fashionista if you're into jewelry. You might not consider yourself a fashionista, but you got to realize if you love designer jewelry, you are, because it's part of our accessorization. It's part of how we put together our looks, our aesthetic, our style. Jewelry is a big part of that. So this is considered also a part of your fashion. So I have to look at it from this perspective, from a practical standpoint. What is that stone not going to go with? as far as what you're wearing that day, what you don't already have in a gemstone. The only way to get colors like this is really with nothing else. And the closest thing I can think of is a diamond that changes color. Those are chameleon diamonds where they start as a champagne or a green and then they go to a different color. That's the only thing that I can really even liken this to because it's so unique. And let's go lower than even $2,000. Got to get these phone lines rocking. It's a big Thursday night and we got the values. Do we ever? It just doesn't stop. The values are so incredible. And let's try something different than 2,000, 1,900, 1,800, 1,700. Let's go even lower than that. I need your calls. We got the big band. There's $2,000 in every, well, that's obsolete now, sorry, because 43.10 today on gold, yeah. So now it's more than $2,000 for a band. But that's kind of been the hallmark of where it starts foundationally. You got $2,000 every time you get a solid gold band. The band in the back, basically the foundation of the ring, $2,000. So suddenly we're saving you $300 and there's a really big stone that's important and diamonds as well and all the workmanship that went into it, the intangible of the labor, and yet not 17. Okay, well, so we either regroup, we start selling something other than jewelry here tonight, which, okay, I don't have, or we just go even wilder on the open to get you all in. Not even 17 or 16. This is like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year all in one. This is every bit value, all for you. We need some callers. Let's go $1,500 to start the auction bidding. $1,500, $10 on the increment, so that makes it easy. If you don't happen to be the very first caller, it still makes it really easy to jump in after the fact. So here we go, $1,500. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started. And then there is still the 16 karat if you want it for $49.99. We still have a pendant coming up that's kind of splitting the difference. It's an 8 karat. So we do have a pendant in a trillion. Then we've got a cross pendant and we need your request too. And there's a pendant in Tanzanite, fancy cut, and the big spedel. The big mehenge's here. The yellow diamond earrings are here. We still got to show those. And anything else you'd like to see, this is the time. But for $1,500 on a big diaspore, that doesn't happen very often. So it's go time. Let me know if you'd like to get it because it could be yours and there's not a lot of participation going on tonight. So that makes it even better and economical here. So you get some really big value. Don't forget, we did have a Tanzanite bracelet earlier. It's still here. So that's something you can think about if you'd like to give us a call. Some great yellow diamond earrings coming up. We do have the 302 heart-shaped yellow diamond, big Asher cut and a Tanzanite as well. Don't see that every day. It's a 7 karat Asher cut blue wing black D. Look at that Asher cut. So we got the Ashers tonight. It's like there's a theme to the show, and that's an awfully pretty stone. And then the cross pendant, and then I got the Zircons coming up. But no open on this one, so we'll move along. If anybody would like to see, I'll just flash it here. This is the trillion pendant. Also in that great color changing diaspore. Take a look at this trillion cut pendant. It's an 8 karat. Wow. There's the 7 karat 95. So it's right, basically it's half the size of the bigger Asher and it's double the size of the Asher you see here. Yeah. So who is that getting us started? Amelia from where? We've got the open. We have it. It's going to go. The question is, to all my other shoppers out there that have not styled in yet that are saying now, now I know I'm missing out. Thank you. Oh, another California girl? Yes, we do. Well, tell you what, I guess we lost all of our other broadcast feeds outside of the state of California tonight. Because I feel like every single person I've talked to tonight is from California. Okay, so we've got a really special $1,500 open. We will know that it goes. Everything does go one way or the other. Remember, this sale is also about a last call. So things are either gone to you or melted down. So the auction, no different. But now we have the open. So we know it'll go to, perhaps it'll be Amelia in California. Otherwise, it can be yours too because it's only a $10 increment. And keep in mind, she's also got a $150 savings coming her way right now if she does win the auction because it's still 10% off everything, including the auction. So $1,350 sounds even better. Don't miss out on the opportunity. We only have 85 minutes left to go in the show, and I've got your requests, I hope, coming in. So let me know what you'd like to see. But here we go. Last chance. It's 2 minutes on the clock, and we will send it on out. $1,350 actually would be the winning price paid here. So how about that? Even better value than what you could ever even imagine. And it's 4 carats. That's a major, major stone. You don't see that every day. A 4-carat Asher cut, and get those requests in. We want to help you own anything and everything from the vaults, whatever it may be. There's a lot of great values here, and so many need homes because we'd rather see the pieces go out to you than get melted down and have to start over. And obviously gold, I keep telling you, gold is projected to go up to $65,000 or $7,000 an ounce in 2026, and that's the early parts. Well, 2026 is just a couple weeks away, so I don't want you to miss out and have to spend more on the same jewelry. As much as we're trying to keep those values there, it's going to be tough to do when gold's, $7,000 an ounce, which again, we'll get there when we get there, but it keeps on going in that direction. So I think the projections are pretty accurate, and you've got bands of gold that, like I said, all we do is gold. So you've got that really important way to get that value built in already. And then these extra savings just make it monumental, don't they? So a very important piece right there. And let's see who else, if anybody else wants to come on in to shop this one, but $1,500, 40 seconds remain. And that looks like that may be a done deal. Then we'll get to our yellow diamond drops. We've only got the one pair. And then also that big Tanzanite will be coming up. The incredible 7-carat 04, the one that I flashed a few moments ago, that's going to be coming up tonight in this show. Don't want you to miss out on that one because that's extremely special, and it's got a lot of diamond weight as well. But I think, Amelia, I think it's yours, okay? We don't have anybody else that's challenged you here yet. So that one looks like that'll be going. Then we've got a great fancy cut. I've got a Marquise Savverite as well that's very high-end and over a carat. So we'll see that next. But last call, once, twice, 3 times at $1,500. It's gone. Congratulations. That's it. All right, now here's our Savverite in that Marquise cut. Now look at the fancy diamonds around it that kind of tuck in towards that stone. It's going to be 1128675. Thank you on that auction. Well done there. And then here we go with the platinum carat 01 in the rare Marquise Savverite. Very rare garnet here. It also has 31 points in diamonds. They also Marquise and rounds together. This looks like butterfly wings. It feels like the Marquise is going to be taking off and just floating, and beautiful butterfly detailing, split shank. I mean, again, not obvious or overt, but just has that little bit of sensibility to it. And there's a great value for you. I've got one only. It's in solid platinum. Look at the color of that Savverite. And also the clarity, because this is not a stone that just automatically gets great clean material. It's usually riddled with inclusions. Here it is on the finger. It's on the pinky right now just because that's where it's sized for me at the moment. But let's blow it out and give you that really big value you've been waiting for. And yet platinum, solid carat 01. I love that. You don't get a lot of Savverites that get over a carat. This one used to be $49.99. Let's try something else. I realize that there hasn't been much to offer you in a certain price point tonight, and I'm going to make sure we do it right now. First caller gets this one for $949, and that takes in an extra $95 off. That will actually be only $854 at your checkout price. So that's even better. And hopefully that will get that last look at our Savverite Marquise, the only one we have, by the way. Hopefully that's going to get it out the door. I can't imagine it wouldn't at $854, whatever that is in price tag. That's an amazing value to get for a Savverite over 1 carat. So huge opportunity there. I have a 2.5 carat ruby, by the way. If anybody wants a pear shape, we got a really good 2.5 carat Burma. I'll flash that one. We'll see if, oh, look at that color. Wow. Okay, so one of our best. And then those are yellow diamonds sitting at the base of the ruby. Then we also have, I'll just flash a couple things. Let me know if you want to see anything a little up close and personal or get the details. What do you think of this pink sapphire pendant? It's actually going to sit like this big, big, big kind of cone style with that dynamic. I love the way that's domed, so it's wrapping around one side to the other with those princess cuts. So those are pinks. Then we got the yellow diamond earrings. We have a kunzite here as well. If you want an emerald cut, that's not going to be all that expensive. We have an 877, look at that, emerald cut with the pinks and the blues and the purples all together. That's a really good, nearly 9 carat emerald cut. Let's get to the diamonds though. Diamond drop earrings, 1 pair. I will melt the Savverite. We'll have to melt it. This is my favorite earring we do. And I only have 1 pair, and that's just me. Obviously, that means most of you will probably not be into them, but I really love them because they're, to me, they are very elegant, but with a modern flair. I feel like this doesn't look like your typical earring. This doesn't look like what we've seen a million times over. It's not a stud, it's not a drop, it's a hoop. I think of that, this is all 3. Because really, if you think about it, it kind of starts as a stud. with your really beautiful yellow diamond emerald cuts. Then it adds that little bit of a drop element. 1129127 is the number here. There is only one pair. They're in two-tone gold. They stay as is. They stay as is. I can put them in a box and send them out to you tomorrow. And they can be out to you probably by Monday or Tuesday. It just depends on how far away you are from Los Angeles, California, where we broadcast, manufacture, where we do all our work here. This is a carat 03, first of all, just in the yellow diamonds. That is elegant. There's a real trick with getting emerald cuts to look great in a color. And I talk about this all the time because whether it's a Tanzanite, whether it's a yellow diamond, whether it's the kunzite I just flashed, an emerald cut by nature is a very, very pricey variety of stone cutting, but it also doesn't do much to help out the color saturation. So it's almost like you have to start with that much better of a stone if you're going to cut an emerald cut. And it also should be very clean. Now, yellow diamonds are going to wrestle with that. Not all yellow diamonds are just clean. They have inclusions. So there's a few things going on that really highlight this as one of the more important earrings we've done. Yellow diamonds in emerald cuts, clean material, VS materials you see right here, it says VS, that applies to the clarity. Now you look at them and you see the color is so rich, so saturated, that's telling. Because a lot of times you can have a great stone and a great saturation and then cutting the emerald cut can almost wash it out. That's not happening here. Then you have this beautiful look on. And you'll see them first in length because they're just a little, look at that. Oh my goodness. This is even more impactful. Seeing the power of that color from a distance away, how it stays so true and saturated, I'm telling you they are elegant and I feel like it's a hoop too. And it's also a drop. It's the stud to start, which is going to sit right where your piercing is. Then it leads down in the diamonds, wraps around to give you that hinged, easy to wear style that's secure. And then it really does. It feels like a drop and a hoop and a stud all together. Here's the length. You can see 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll try one on. This is just real simple. It hinges at the bottom. Straight post goes right through your piercing and you're good to go. Did you get the Savverite? The which one? Tanzanite. Are you talking about the Asher cut? It is coming up and it's going to be in about 15 minutes. So if she can hang on with us, it's going to be 15 minutes away and you will see that gorgeous Asher cut. Let's take a look at the earrings though first so you can see how that's going to be. Just a little extension from the ear, 1 inch in the drop thereabouts, that beautiful stud to start. You put it right back here and then look at that style. So it just looks like that linear drop and then you realize from the side profile that it actually is that all wraparound design hoop and we only have one pair and that's it. Let's go back to the wheel and for anybody who owns a yellow diamond, you do not need to have an emerald cut. This would look beautiful with the pear shapes and the beautiful ovals and the cushion cuts and all of that we so often have. But the big moment is the price tag. It's all about the price tag. The lack of price tag. Because we're taking that $79.99 price, making it so much better. We've got zircons next. My mega zircons are coming up at a huge discount. Get ready because there are going to be fights on those. But here's what we'll do on the yellow diamond earrings first. Under $3,000 when they're over a ½ carat each in the emerald cuts and totally mesmerizing. Magnificent color, magnificent clarity, and they're not $3,000. They're not even, no, we're not going to do $29.99. We'll keep on going. And here's my instant value. You know how $29.99 with your 10%, boom, $26.99? I'm going to save you a bundle, and I'm going to drop it right now on the air to the price that should be at checkout. Let's just make them $26.99 on the air, still take your nearly $300 off, and therefore you're spending so much less to get really one of the more important earrings we have in the entire collection, $24.29 on that one pair of earrings. Those have got to go. And then we'll get to the Zircon wheel is next. It's just a quick trio. And then the Tanzanite Asher coming up at the top of the hour. We're 14 minutes away. It is going to be something very, very special. And for my blue wing lovers, whether you have one, whether you have 10, whether you are like me and you still don't have a blue wing, look at that. The reds on that stone are undeniable. So we're going to see that coming up at the top of the hour. The big zircons are coming up next. I have 3 of them, and they're absolutely amazing. This is a real moment here where we've got a heart-shaped, an oval, and a golden yellow and an oval. Wait to see these. These are so important. So I gathered the most important zircons, because we spent a lot of the last evening talking about zircons. This is my favorite because this has a blend of colors that's unlike anything else. It's really like the sunset tones. Now, I'm going to show you kind of looks like we blended the colors that are on this wheel, because we start with a very large oval, bright yellow. Then we also have this pure pink, which looks like this. Okay, so it's almost like the middle heart shape has combined the colors of the sides here so that you can see sometimes it is a blend. Sometimes it's really one straightforward color like the pinky purples you see here. Sometimes it's a combination. Here's the gorgeous golden yellow, which has a little bit of a ever so slight, the chartreuse type of color. But now we get to really take them down in price because they're a blowout. It's a zircon blowout for you. And these are the big ones, the important ones, the specialty cuts, all of that. So which one would you like? That is the big question. And the reason I'm asking that now, prior to price tag, prior to discounts, prior to all of that, is because how important it's going to be here. We don't expect what's about to happen. We know great value. We see great zircons. This is the stone that the designers just this calendar year have been getting behind and making really special collections of jewelry for their VIP clientele. And it's been written about and talked about by everybody in the industry like they're new. When the stone's been around for literally forever, we can say it, 4.4 billion years, this stone goes back to its real, evolution here. And we're talking about a really important variety here of some of our best. And here's how the carat weights work. We've got the 1077 in the pink right there. 1077 is going to have a simple halo done with the diamonds around it, 22 points in the diamonds. The heart shape is so unique. That's our 579. That's a mix. It's kind of got the goldens, the oranges, the golden pinks as well. That's our 579, but you get a big diamond weight, carat 35. Then we go over to the largest of them all is actually right over here. This gorgeous golden yellow is a, get ready, 1242 on the zircon, 90 points in diamonds. So that's got the big center stone size and the big diamond weight together. Here's our blowout. Come on in. If you're waiting, you're missing out. It is that simple. If you're waiting, you will miss out. If you wait and call in expecting the $69.99 price to come down to something crazy like $49.99, you've got a very pleasant surprise in store for you here. My job is to move jewelry. That's all I care about right now. Profit is really not what it's not what we're thinking about. It's not our priority here at the end of the year. The end of the year is about saying goodbye to everything in our inventory and making room for the new that's coming up in 26. So this is really a vault clearance where, yes, it is some bigger pieces. Yes, they are some extraordinary, lavish, designer, unique. They're specialty. Guess what? That's what's here in our vaults. What do you think the vault collection's all about? It's about the really important, it's about the really different, the really unusual, and the rare. There is nothing more rare than a natural zircon in these beautiful sizes and colors like what we have here, and not even 49. Come on in. Do not be shy. If you don't love my price, that's okay. You can say bye-bye, and you can move on your merry way and go watch something else. But this is where, for those of us that go, I want a value. I've admired a lot of the jewelry pieces, but I just needed to come down maybe a couple $1,000s in price. That's what this event is doing. And you don't have to pay $4,000 or $3,000 or even $29.99. And they're the biggest and boldest I've got. Which one do you like? It's all the same price. So if you like the heart shape, or maybe you really like the really big 1242 yellow, whatever you like, it's yours. But when I tell you they won't stick around, I am making sure of that. The price comes down until they're gone. It's really that easy. And then, of course, you have 10% extra just for the pure fun of it to make sure that your savings are like no other. This is how we do it. Instead of even $29, that is a value. Any one of those three is going to say goodbye at that price. You know that. I know that. We all understand that about value. They're also set in solid gold. Now, every one of them can change. If you don't like white gold, please choose yellow or rose. Yeah. And there's no charge, by the way, and the middle one's already sold. The heart shape's gone. That's item number 1128479. I'll try it on. This happened with the last wheel I did 15 minutes ago. Remember, I had the 3 brand new leopard opals? They were all sold before I got to the lowest price. Y'all were here. You saw it. We sold out of our trio before I even got to the lowest price. Everybody who said yes ended up getting a bigger savings than they banked on. How about that? Well, the same thing's about to happen. The heart shape's already gone. Come on in and take a look at your last two options in ovals, either the pink or the yellow. And I'll leave the heart shape up there for a moment just so they can admire their new piece. But let's make it even better than 29. They will go. There's no choice about it. There's just one simple value here. And it does not get any better, because isn't that the point of this? Move the jewelry at the lowest price. This is why we can't bring them back, why we can't keep them here, why there's no point in spending precious airtime on them again, because they've already been offered tonight at their lowest price possible. So instead of 29, instead of 28, come on in. You choose the yellow or the pink on the either side there, the right or the left. This one is spoken for, but we're not doing 28.88 or 27.99 or 27.77. This is as basic and easy as I can make it. Remember, the two bigger stones are the ones remaining. Your two options left are all over 10 carats. It's the 1077 on the left or the 1242 on the right. And those are some pretty major stones. But it's not going to be 27 or 26.99. Even better. First caller, and the heart shape, tell you what, guys, let's make it even better than 26.99. We only have the 3 down to 2. Heart shape is spoken for. Let's go ahead and blow it. Yep, we're going to save you even more. I really want to make sure all 3 go. We don't have a choice in the matter. They've got to go. When you're giving away jewelry, the most disappointing thing is if you keep it here. Honestly, we love the idea of melting things down and make things affordable going forward in 2026, but that is not something that should be happening. To be honest with you, with these kind of values, and those of you that know value the way you do, nothing should be staying here at this pricing. This is unbelievable. 25 years of doing this, guys. Yeah, I admit, when I started in the business, gold was $300 an ounce, not $4,300, $300. But these values I have put together for you are pretty much still like shopping in the very, very, very early parts of the 2000s, when gold was less and diamonds was less. Well, welcome to that era. It's like we have time traveled backwards to give you values that you cannot get anywhere else. Forget about even finding zircons like this outside of the high-end designer world. Where are you even going to find something like this available for sale, let alone on sale? There's a difference between putting something up for sale and on sale. Very different things. These are on sale. They're like some kind of ridiculous blowout liquidation clearance amazing thing going on precious, rare, and exotic, and they're not even $25.99. Let's keep on going. It's time to get your favorite. Only 2 left. It's the left and the right sides, and we will make them $2,499, and this one's already gone. And here are the last 2 remaining, the 1077 or the 1242. Now, the 1242 also has 90 points in diamond weight, so here's how you get it. $22.50, by the way, at checkout, $22.49. This is the value. We're going to give them 60 seconds. We got to go. We have our top of the hour coming up. We have 5 minutes left to go till the Tanzanite comes out to play. And this value is incredible. Really incredible. $22.49. Still have kunzite, big ruby, Tanzanite. Who was shopping over there? Love the way you think, Sylvia. That heart shape is gorgeous. Where is she calling from? Hi, Sylvia. We're going to have it right out to you, and you are going to love it. A heart shape lover, and that colorway was so distinctive and unique. You're going to love it. So enjoy the heart shape. Let's see if we've got the pink or the yellow. Let's go with the golden here. It's going to be 112-6623. It, out of the 2 left, has the larger, by far, of the diamond weight, 90 points, triple row on the side. So you get that really pronounced side detail. That's going to be the triple row, 90 points overall, and then a halo, a beautiful classic halo all the way around your golden zircon. We'll see who's got it. Remember, that's the larger of the 2. That was the largest of all 3, actually. The 1242 in the middle and 2249 on that one. So we'll see who's got it. That should be gone. And remember, we're also giving you the opportunity to change the gold color with no extra charge. So you don't have to leave them as they are in the white gold. You get to choose your gold color. That would take a little extra time to get to you. But of course, the white gold, I really don't think any of them need to be changed. I know that that's a designer expert really chose based on what works with the stone so well, what shows off the diamonds so beautifully. So I think that that's a great way to leave it. But again, if you want to, we'll go that extra mile and we won't charge you anything. for that, okay? So if you want to change up the gold, you can. Sizing, same, free shipping, all that good stuff, and $22.49 at checkout instead. So a really important way to get your big zircons. Now we also have that really important diaspore. We've got a great looking kunzite, and we are only now 3 minutes away from the Tanzanite deal, which is our fabulous Asher cut. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to make that dirt cheap. That's gonna be the challenge when we've got our best Asher cut. So the story is this: when this was here, it was here recently. I had it on the air, I think it was a Thursday night actually. And the problem was it was a little more high end and it had to stay there. Tonight it doesn't. Tonight I got one mission ahead of me, and it's in the last hour of the show to get that great Tanzanite at home. So we're already getting, we've already got a lot of early interest on that one. So we will show that coming up in about 3 minutes. Also want to remind you, this is a mahenge. If anyone wants a carat 51, also have the really cool, this one's designer too. Take a look at this. We've got a designer pendant here in Tanzanite. It's our fancy cut, and that has, speaking of, fancy cut diamond up top with that bail. That'll be 112-9607. It's a really good 4-carat 90. Remember when everyone was fighting the other day about a fancy cut Tanzanite because the value was so good? We'd never seen anything like it. Well, here we go again. So come on in early on this fancy cut. It's 9607. That's our 4-carat 90 Museum Reserve. It has a nearly 5-carat. Think of it like a tapered emerald cut, just the top, but then not to a point. We leave that to the trillion. Our 18-point trillion cut yellow diamond. It's a fabulous trillion. It's got the beautiful brilliance. I mean, trillions are always special. And then you take a really good VS stone that's bright yellow, makes a great pairing with the Tanzanite itself. It's all working together so well. And yet there's all those great colors. We're going to see that in the Asher cut coming up. But this is just something fun for the pendant lovers out there. And no, you're probably not going to have that cut in a ring to match exactly. But that's why the color is so important. Match the color. Match the color. I think as long as your Tanzanite colors match, from your earrings to your bangles to your necklaces to your rings, I think you're good. And that's where you can mix and match the shapes a little bit to give it really that distinctive look. So every piece has its own distinct personality to it, whether you're wearing them together, whether you're putting them on different days and enjoying one here and one there. This is where all of the Blue Wings for the last 7 years were coming up on a very big anniversary. We're actually less than a week away from our 7-year Tanzanite anniversary, so of having Blue Wing Block D. So that's going to be an exciting day to be with us. It's actually, yeah, it's next Thursday. So be with us if you're a Tanzanite lover. We're going to be celebrating that day. I don't know if we'll have any to show you, but we're going to have a little celebration for our Tanzanite lovers, okay? So how about this one, the 490? Watch this. We're going to take it on down for you. I got one, then we got our Tanzanite Asher cut coming up for the top of the hour. Let's take a look at this, and here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see that great color. Lower light tends to help these stones look their best, and that's why they're going to look even better when you see them at home as opposed to here on the camera, okay? So we've got 7/8 of an inch on this one. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline for you. And I'll just put it up here since it's obviously a little bit, yeah, it's going to disappear a bit there from that. Color is pretty much exact. So you can see what it looks like from a distance away here with that great color, that yellow diamond up top. I do enjoy that trillion cut. I think that combination, no different than the yellow gold, looks great with the Tanzanite. So does the yellow diamond. So really working its magic here to really give you a distinctive style and huge value. Let's go. We got about 2 seconds here till our official top of the hour, and we're going to send it out for better than $79.99, and then we're going to do a little 2-part Tanzy special for our top of the hour. This one's down to $2,699. Another one where I took the off-air price, the price that it should have been after your discount, and we're putting that on the air. So it basically saves you an additional $300 from where that ever should be tonight. So a nice little extra discount for one of our collectors and Tanzanite lovers tonight. Then coming up, the big Asher cut is here. We're going to bring that out, and thank you all for your patience, because the second I flashed it, that first time around, there was quite a bit of interest. So we're going to get that to you now as our official top of the hour. It's literally sitting here on this counter in front of me, glowing red, just completely glowing red. Here's what it looks like. Welcome into our best of the best. And when you see this from a distance, one thing, yes, but up close, under the harshest of lighting conditions, because this stone prefers lower light, not bright studio lights. And yet that stone is still pure magic. The way this is showing off the reds. Now, a couple things to know about Tanzanite, and I'm talking about the regular variety. feel free, even if you're watching some other show, because I know you do, and you see some tanzanites, feel free, make the comparison. Compare our pricing per carat to what you see elsewhere on lower quality material. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's our Thursday Night Live. We've got another hour left in the show. I'm Lauren Blair, and this is going to be our last little bit of our Thursday to get you some of these big vault clearance deals. Anything you'd like to see out of the inventory, please let us know via phone call. We bring it out, we price it, and discount it for you. You get 10% extra saved on each and everything. So it's also a great time to pick up your museum favorites and pieces like this, where there's a lot more to be saved than just $100 or two, right? Because it's really an important style. So here's what we have for you. It was here a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was during a sale event. It's item number 1129-157. It was here during a sale event. Back then it was Black Friday. Here's what we're doing tonight to make sure. I begged, I pleaded, I pled my case and obviously was convincing and persuaded them not to actually melt it down. Instead, I wanted to give it one last chance because I thought it was too precious. And there is a museum waiting in the wings. It's in France. They want a blue wing pretty badly, really badly. It's a necessity now at this point. They need it. This is the one that they would like to have. Now, I'm giving it a last call here. We have a carat 03 in diamonds because it's not just the loose stone. If it was in a museum right now, it would be the loose stone on display, by the way. They don't set the jewelry typically because it's ours. So what we're doing is that stone would be on its own. Look at the reds that come through. You see it plain as day. Every single, think of it like a square, because it is a square, but then you have those notch corners of an Asher, step faceting, really aligning here to give it these bright neon lights. Look at this on the hand. Okay, so a little lower light here. You're going to see, seriously, I wish you could see what I see when I pick it up and put it on. Magical. And because it's a little lower light now, this is more like what you're going to see when you get it at home and in person, and totally be wowed by the whole thing just lighting up red. It does. It just completely lights up. You're seeing it right there. Every bit. There are moments when I see this on set, because I've got everything kind of arranged and organized in a strategic way. There are so many times I look down at the stone tonight, because I've been up on the air now with you for like 124 minutes. Honestly, there are so many times I look at it and I think I'm looking at a 7-carat ruby, because the whole thing from all these perspectives just goes red. You're seeing a little bit of it here, but from the in-person view, it's all red. This is the very literal best in the world. And while everybody else is getting $3,650 a carat, let me just put that in perspective here. For really, really low quality material, if we did $3,650 a carat on a 7-carat 04 like this is, that's $26,000 almost. And you know what? Welcome to the cruise ships, the retail stores. That's why when you see a Tanzanite of lesser quality, yes, it's back up close. That's why when you go out to a retail store, another home shopping network, wherever you like, so many of you pointed out that you went on a cruise this year and you saw the jewelry that they presented at the cruise where you're supposed to be on vacation. So like, oh, let's buy some jewelry. Great. Love that. I'll tell you what, I think it's cool. But is it worth spending so much more money to get something that's not as good? I don't think so. I think if you know where to go that can get you a better quality for a smaller price, that's where you want to shop. And that's what we have, at least for this limited time that we still have them, because obviously that's the big issue. They're going away. There's not many left. The museum reserves are the last of the last. Again, debatable whether a week from tonight we're even going to have any to celebrate our 7-year anniversary of bringing the stone. So instead of, this was what, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, right around Black Friday, $14,999 on this ring, and then you got your 10% off. I don't think that's going to work tonight, because I already tried it, and then I begged and begged and begged to say, don't melt it, don't melt it. So let's go ahead and get you a better price, and that should be $26,000 for the stone alone anywhere else. Don't believe me? Shop them. Look around. Do the per carat. Go ahead, ignore the gold and diamonds like I'm doing. Just look at what the per carat. Take the price, divide the price tag by the carat weight. That's what you do. So you'll see people are also offering $36.50 a carat all the time on a great day. Let's make it even better. And here I am trying to get right now $14,999 divided by 7 carats. You can believe it. I'm trying to get 2,100 carat, and I can't do it. Welcome to the TVON difference. Welcome to a true vault clearance here. Welcome to the best of the best, because you guys are smart enough where you know, I don't even want to spend 2,100 carat. I bet you there's people out there that are saying, I don't want to even spend $1,000 a carat. I don't care how good it is or what museum it's promised to or where it's going to be on display if I don't buy it. I want a value. You got it. It's coming your way, but you do want to dial in. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of $14,999, I'm putting it on the auction block. In the last auction I did tonight, one bidder. One bidder dialed up the phone number, called in, put the opening bid in, and we went several minutes, not a challenger. What a night to be on an auction if you're not going to have much competition, especially when we're starting the $15,000 ring at less than 10. Watch this. Take a look at it. There has never been a better time to pick up a blue wing, especially given that the quality is unmatched. There is no way to get a better quality even here or anywhere else. And it's not going to be 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. Now we're below $1,000 a carat. Free diamonds, free gold, and that ain't free. And now we've got the best of the best museum reserve specialty Asher cut. And it is not even 7,000. This is the one to own. All you can do is dial in. Pick up the phone and dial in. And remember, you also have a money back guarantee. This sale is unlike others. Usually when you save this kind of money, it's a final sale. That's not what's happening here. You've got a full money back guarantee, so you get it at home and see what it's all about and then decide. And it's not going to be 7 because I had a feeling this would happen. It's still sitting here. So and we don't have a caller yet, and I refuse to leave it here for one more time because, listen, you don't get to, you don't beg and plead to keep something and keep it from being melted and then put it on the air and have it kept again. That's going to just make me look crazy. So I believe in you guys. And you know how I believe it even more? Myself, and the ability to give you great value. Because if I can give you a value no one else can, somebody out there, somebody. We don't need 10 callers. We don't need 20 callers. We just don't have that kind of audience anymore. But I will tell you right now, this is a great way to go for it here where it's not 7,000 or 6,000. You know what? Forget about even $59.99 or anything like that. It's an auction. I'm going to get this down to the lowest. And that's all I can do. Somebody will recognize the value because you do every time. I can't keep a value from you. I can't hide it. This is what's happening, and you can't ask for bigger or better. And you know what? I can guarantee you it won't get melted because I'm still waiting 7 years plus. We're coming up on 7 years here exactly of presenting them. Don't have one yet. Why? Why would I not be able to get a blue wing block D when I work here and I host the darn show? It's because they all sell. So either way, there's going to get it home. Let's put it that way. And I'd rather you get it and experience it because we still have shoppers that are brand new every day. And they don't know Blue Wing Block D from the others yet, but they're about to. And it makes it easier if I can bring you a value that's not going to be even $5,000 to open. And it has a big diamond weight. Those are all bigger individual diamonds going all the way around it. That is a total of over a carat. Love that. Sure, it's in solid white, but you can also change it. We can't do that on most of our Tanzanites. This one can be changed to yellow or rose, but it's, my goodness, we don't have an open at $5. $10 increments, by the way, if that helps ease everybody's mind as far as what's going to happen beyond the open because, oh, we're going to get the open. I'll make sure of it. But if $5,000 isn't doing it, it does make you wonder. If we've got just everybody already good to go, got your Tanzanites, you're all good, you're all set, or are you ready for the best of the best? It will not be $5,000. What about $4,500? By the way, it's still eligible for 10% off. If you win, no, when you win, you're still taking 10% off. Right now, that equates to $450 extra save, changes the entire equation of the auction, changes everything you know about Tanzanite per carat pricing, changes everything about, my goodness, that diamond mounting should be more than 45 by itself. And you've got a 704 Asher right there in the middle doing what it does. Watch this again on the hand. Watch the amount of reds that come through. There are moments where it just looks like a pure, stunning ruby red. You're seeing it right there. Look this is the same ring, by the way. If you're thinking, oh, she just brought out another ring. Look, this is the ring I pick up from here and put it on here. I'm about to take the ring off and put it back up here. But I want you to see, this is just a lower light. The fact it's in a little lesser light here on the hand than it is up close shows you more of the red flashes. Where are our bidders? 4,500 and nobody opening it yet. when that's not even what you'd pay. When you get a chance to bid one thing and go backwards when you win, what on earth? Most of the time there's an auction, what's called buyer's premium, right? It's the buy, okay, you won the auction, yay, but now there's that buyer's premium and there's the extras, extra. Oh, you wanted size, that's gonna be extra. Oh, you wanted shipped, that's gonna be extra. Oh, you wanted gold cover, that's gonna be extra. Oh, there's all this extra. That's not happening here. And I'm looking for the $4,500 open, which we do not have. And obviously, I've broken every single rule of Tanzanite pricing worldwide. I have broken every single rule of TVON pricing. That's what we do. We give you the best values. But if nobody loves this, that's one thing. But I'm not believing that. I don't think that's what's happening here. I don't think it's a function of nobody likes the ring. I think you're begging me to do better on this incredible vault clearance when we have something like 14 shows left in the year. The calendar will turn, and that's only 14 more shows away for us here. So this is where you've got to dial because the Tanzanites are also gone. So this is where it's important. 45, 44, 43, is it making a difference? And there will be 10% off. Now, it's not a busy auction night. I already know that. We did an auction a few minutes ago. We had one bidder. This is the time. And you have nothing to lose except the opportunity and the discount savings because that goes away, the ring goes away, the $15,000 stunner of an Asher is here right now, and you still get your chance to get it at home and see what it's all about. And not 43? Nope, nothing doing. How about $4,200? Are we getting warmer? I cannot stand the thought of this staying here tonight after I've already begged to not have it melted weeks back ago. So this is the time. What if we do 42? It ain't working, guys. Let's make it even better and let's send it out of here. Forget about $4,100. Let's go absolutely ridiculously low. How about $4,000 to start? It's my final offer. It's everything I can do and then some. Just true story here. I just looked at the mounting price. The mounting is more. I can talk per carats all day long. The fact is right now, you have to hear me out on this. The Tanzanite right now is free. This is just, let's have a moment here. The Tanzanite right now is free. It's free because the mounting costs more to make. And although Tanzanites are fleeting and leaving us and not many left, and this is museum reserve, so it can go to museum, here's the thing. Let's put that aside. If you're just talking about the thing that's ongoing, the thing that's not a problem to get a hold of in the future, the basic, if you will, the VS diamonds and the gold are basic compared to the blue wing. So just talking about that gold mounting it's set in, that is more money to make, because we know because we made it, than where we're at right now in the open, and we don't have the open. So the Tanzanite right now is free. So you can forget about $36.50 a carat and whatever everyone else is getting. We have got a free Tanzanite for one caller if you want to bid, because the mounting does cost more than that to make. So here we are. Plus there would be also $400 right now off. So it actually, well, right now be $3,600, but that's, you know, that's the math of the discount there. So that's even better. And we don't have an open, and I'll give it 60 seconds and we'll wrap it up. But that's just everything I can do. Everything and then some. I've taken every liberty, every discount, every little trick and tip I can do here to try and make sure that somebody who loves the ring can own the ring and experience it in person and see what this is all about, because this stone is pure magic. And there is nothing else anywhere. And if you think, no, I'm going to get better quality if I spend $300,000 on a ring, no, you will not. You will not. You cannot get a better Tanzanite than what we are bringing right now. We have 30 seconds left. There would be $400 off the piece if you win it, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about where this is already. And no open yet, but we got 20 seconds to go. And then we'll get to our little princess cut diamond cross. And then we'll hopefully get some requests in before the night is over. 45 minutes to go in the show. And our last call right now on a big Thursday night. And we can recap things from earlier. We can show you whatever you'd like to see out of the vaults. But nada. Okay. Well, questions? How we doing? Everyone's been waiting on this one all night long. And here it is. The big one, the bold one, the 7-carat plus that's looking even bigger. It sure does. Okay, well, we'll move along. What am I going to do? I got to buy it. I gotta buy it. I can't stand the thought of leaving it here and melting it down and send the stone off to a museum. That, I think you're looking at my new ring. Thanks everybody for not buying it. Thanks for not bidding. Can I just, a personal note, thank you, thank you. Let's keep moving. We've got more on the way. We've got a cross. This is made and designed after one that I own, but mine is not diamonds because I was a kid. I was a teenager at the time when I purchased a cross like this, and it was my very first, which spawned an entire collection. I'm so proud that we did ours in diamonds, all princess cuts, all VS, and look at this gorgeous blocked style that we have here for you. It's 111. This goes way back. 9,500 is the item number here, and keep calling. We might have to recap that Tanzanite, guys. That is just a major value. If you want us to revisit it, if you're still thinking about the auction, let me know. You have basically first dibs till the show goes off the air in 43 minutes. And here we are with the 76-point diamond cross. Yeah. What about it? What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Jason just told me this one, right? The 7-carat 04. Who is it with the opening bid? We've got the open at $4,000, which is nowhere near $4,000 on what you'd actually pay. Who is it? Brand new or not? No. Oh, really? That's a name from the past. Has she been shopping a long time ago with us? I remember the name. Haven't heard her in a while. She doing well? So here we have the open at $4,000. Here's the deal, guys. We're going to give it a last call because, well, we got the open here. So little delay, but we're here with the open. So it will go to one of our shoppers. Right now, opens at $4,000. That would be $3,600. Extra $400 instantly saved. That could apply to you even if the next bid, let's say 4,010 is what you bid, or 4,050 or 4,100, whatever it is. All you have to do, though, is dial in because we're about to give it a 2-minute final clock. And let me remind everybody, because in recent days, it sounds like we have some new bidders who are not maybe super familiar with the auctions and how they work, how they operate. You got to be in well before the clock hits 0 to participate and bid. So let's take a last look at it. Here it is, the amazing Asher cut 7-carat plus that is going out in 2 minutes time. And it's only a matter of $10 in advancement to make it yours potentially. That's all you would need to do to put in the next minimum bid. So a really big moment when you still go backwards by a mile and you've got that extra 10% saved. So not a bad time. Well, really, it's the only time if you want to be considered for this auction, if this has even got a chance to go to your house, this is the time to go ahead and call. We've got 90 seconds left, and that will be gone here, so make sure you're in on the phone lines, then we'll get to that cross. We started that. We're going to go back and revisit. Obviously, we just got an open one to revisit the Tanzanite while it is still here. So here's your last call, last chance, $3,600, by the way, right now. So she understands that, right, Jason? She's totally in, like, okay, this is like an extra, because we don't usually do this. We don't usually see an auction and send it out at an under cost price in the auction and then still go backwards from there. So remember that you have, because I know that you see 4,000 on the screen and your next minimum bid would be 40.10, but you have to remember at checkout you would still take 10% extra off, which is a minimum of $400. So that's really $3,600 right now. Not much to spend on a 7-carat 04 when we still have 40 seconds left to go. And you can go ahead and try to make it your own. But then after it's sold, it's sold. There's nothing I can do to bring it back. It's a no-go option. So here it is, 30 seconds remaining. Last chance on this one. Is anybody else verifying in these last couple of seconds here? And that's before we revisit. We're going to see that Princess Cut Diamond Cross here for you again. We have $4,000. Anybody else on this one? Joanna, are you thinking about this one? So this is last call, 15 seconds. Let's come down to this. One of the biggest Tanzanite values ever. And by the way, I could not do a better price on the mounting. If you took the Tanzanite stone out, this is where I get really just like a little bit extra passionate here, because when you should be paying more for the mounting, which is the gold and the diamonds alone without the Tanzanite, that's a difference maker. It is a total difference maker. So to have this here, do we have 4,000, anything else? 4,010? Yes, no, yes, no. think it's a new register back here. So I'm not sure if I could hang on any longer. They were in before the clock, which is where the cutoff point is. Let's see if they're trying to get in on this one. Otherwise, let's see if we've got 4,010 or more. This is our last chance, last call. Anybody else in on this one? Cross is coming back up. We're going to put that back up right after this. 4,010, yes or no? Sold. Congratulations. That is gone. Here comes the cross. So we're looking at one of our best in princess cuts. 76 points worth of princess cut diamonds here all the way throughout. Here's what happens. They do the 2 rows, much like the band we had earlier where it was 2 rows together. 2 rows together, and then the outside points have 1 diamond instead of the 2. So it creates that little bit of design element or the pointed style, and they're angled differently. So you got to remember, it's still staying with the princess cuts, but just angling the outsides differently to make it a little more designer. It is literally modeled after something I had years and years and years ago. I had purchased it was just like a costume jewelry piece. It was designer, but it was costume jewelry, nice cut crystals and all that. Always wanted to have the diamond version. This is from way back when. I'd been here a couple years at the time, and they said, do a cross, but let's make it different than the basics that we've done before. And so really, this was the end result. 76 points. It's been sitting in a vault. This doesn't come out very often. We only have white gold available. There are only a couple of them available, and it's perfect because it's going to be right out in a couple of days to you. So it's going to arrive well in time before Christmas. Great Christmas gift for the cross collector, the fine jewelry lover. It could be honestly younger, older. I was wearing this style when I was just a teen, so I really liked that look, but the princess cuts are what makes it different. Now, here's the other thing that I think is a bonus. I would not say this about most pendants, but on this one, I'm going to just say, I think you could wear that just like that, backwards. You could put it on backwards, and there's so much, and this was a big, I'll never forget, it was years ago, but I really wanted it to be so specialty and important, and the intention wasn't necessarily to have it be reversible, but by doing that really elaborate undergallery like you see there, it became a piece you could wear more than one way and really get some extra interest. I think that's beautiful. I'll show it to you both ways on the hand from a distance and you'll see what you think. But I would say absolutely. Reverse it if you like. Get princess cuts up front, a lot of elaborate gold setting and design in the back. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Nice size for everyday wear because with the bail, it's going to be 1 inch from top to bottom. I'll show that to you here. And then we're going to show you on the neckline. But I love the more blocked style of it. The fact some are real narrow. A lot of times crosses are going to be very kind of spindly, real narrow, very, very kind of subtle. And that's one look. But I love when we get this more of that chunkier design where it's got a little more width to it. Love the way it's flared out. Look at this against a color. Because with the darker color, you can see what you couldn't see against the white background of our wheel, where you see that little turn, that rotation of the outside princess cuts that really make it so specialty because it almost looks like they're separated from the rest of the design. Looks like they're out there on the edges floating, doesn't it? And that's something, whether it's on a skin tone, whether it's on a color, on fabric, because it's, it's winter time and you want to, you're maybe a little more covered up this time of year. You've got that great way that this looks. That's the design element I love about it. Double row except for the outside points there. And let's take it a lot lower than it's been in many, many years past. Here's what it looks like up close again. I love it. I think it's that perfect everyday type of style. It's not lacking in diamonds at all, but it's certainly size-wise, I think just right. It also, only white gold. So again, these are going right out to you. No wait time, just put them in a box, get your name on it and send it right out to you. Perfect in time for gifting. Great, really high end. I mean, do you go any higher end than VS Diamonds? Not as accents, really. This is the beautiful way to do it. And our price tag, nothing short of amazing when princess cuts are as high end as they are. As specialty, you don't see princess cuts. I got to tell you, when they first arrived on the scene, they're the newer cut. They're considered the more modern cut, certainly. You don't see them as often, not nearly. It's mostly round brilliants. Every now and then you get into some specialty baguettes, but it's really all about the round brilliants are used as accents. These are tremendous sizes. We saw the bigger princess cuts in the band ring we had earlier. Similar design here where you're getting all individually larger stones, all still VS. You see on our white wheel, we even have it in the white gold. So you can really see if there was body color to those diamonds, any yellows or browns, you'd see it. And here's what we have for you on a better value than ever before. Even though it was made way back when, we're taking it down from that $28.88 price. Because again, bigger stones, that's what they do. We're gonna make sure it goes really wild here. Super low, very affordable. Check this out. We're doing better than even $2,000, better than even $19.99. Again, just white gold, they go out right away. Only a couple to go around. We will not be seeing this style again. That can be said for most everything. I mean, really, with the way things are going price-wise, we want to really innovate and bring you new. So this is where take advantage of what we have here while they are here. And this couldn't be a better time of year, I don't think, to shop it. And we're going to do better than even $14.99. So when this was first designed and I brought it on the air, it was, first of all, it became an instant bestseller. But it was $1,499. That was a good 6 or 7 years ago. And the fact that tonight, December 11th of 2025, just a few short weeks, yeah, it would be 2 weeks from right now, Christmas evening. So this is where I think couldn't be a better time of year to have something on sale that is this luxury, this timely, and for a better price than it was all those years ago. And that's before your extra discount. We've already got 1, 2, 3 gone. Well, it only leaves me with a couple left, and then we're done. It's not going to be seen again, and it's that reversible design we also love as well. So that's huge. Let's make it better than 14 or 13 or 12 or 11. So much better than so many years ago. You can't touch it. You can't top it. You can't beat it. And we have 30 minutes left to go in the show. I think this is going to be the bestseller of the night. It has to be. Look at that value. You know what? Skip it. I'm not even doing 11-11. I really, really wanted to make it 11-11. Therefore, it would be triple digits. Watch this. We already have 3 gone. It leaves me with just a couple left. They will go, again, they go right out to you. If you need a chain, talk to your operators. Most of you do not. You can put it on your DBTY. The bale is big enough to work with your diamonds by the yard. And skip it. I'm not even doing 11-11. We'll take it right down to $999. Plus then the discount happens. Amazing. That's how we do it. $9.99, and then your instant $100 off makes it $8.99 at checkout. That's the way to go. We're going to get every one of them gone. And we should, because we're never going to make it again. This is the right time of year to have it. It's a giftable moment, and it brings you the ability, the luxury of saying, here are VS diamonds. Over 3/4 of a carat of VS diamonds. And seriously, I would wear it like this, just for a different look one day. I'm wearing it like that one day and like that another day. And everybody thinks you got 2 separate necklaces that you invested. Operators, I will need to know how many you have, please. You can get more than one. We're not limiting one per customer. If you want to take 3, you can take 3. If you want to take 2, you can take 2. If you want to keep one and gift one, like you want the same piece, because I think that's what connects us. I mean, my goodness, it's a cross. We know the symbolism here. So if you think about love and support, family, friendship, strength, all those things, maybe you want to wear one and give it to that important person in your life so they're wearing the same design at the same time. You know, I'm not fortunate to live close by to family. And that is, you know, my biggest regret about my career path is I don't get to live close to my family and a lot of my friends. My friends are scattered all over the country and I don't get a chance to travel. So this is where, again, I connect through jewelry. I love meaningful pieces that can connect us even when we're not together, when we're not side by side. We can't always give our loved ones that hug we want to give them when we want to give it. So this is, jewelry can connect you in that way, and I've done that so often where I feel so connected to the loved ones in my life by having jewelry items that we all can wear together. And this is a design that is classic enough where you everybody can enjoy it. How many have you had now? Jason, just one for you, right, so far? Okay, so 1, 1, 1, and 1, and 1. And okay, so I'm trying to keep track here because we're very busy on the phone lines. We got a little backup on the lines as well. This will sell out. We started with 9 of them. Obviously, we had 3 go out well before we even priced it at $9.99. It's really $8.99, so even better value there. They will sell out. I mean, this is going to be a done deal gone. We just got an available line open, so if you had trouble getting through, give us a call right back, and we'll have an operator with you immediately. But that is Last call, again, no choices to make. There's no sizing to worry about. So this is so easily giftable because everyone's got a favorite chain that they use. You put it on your favorite chain. You wear it every single day. They're always, I mean, you can layer it. So you could still wear it with other necklaces. I'm not asking you to take your other pieces off. This is a layering world we live in. We're still, the more you've got on in jewelry, the more you're layering, the cooler you look. So you've got that ability to put it on, add it to the collection. Maybe you're like me. You're a cross collector. This is where it all began. I'll never forget. That was back in, we're talking about the mid-90s when I bought mine from just a designer that's costume jewelry. And it was hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That was in the mid-90s. It was a long time ago, like a good 30 years ago. And yet I remember what that piece was. It was hundreds of dollars for totally, it was literally base metal with Swarovski crystals. I mean, Austrian cut fine designer ones, but still it was hundreds of dollars. I'd much rather have diamonds and solid gold. And do you think in the mid-90s gold was $4,300 an ounce? No, it was not. It definitely was not. So this is where, again, value, value, value. It's a value story. Let's give it 60 seconds because I think we're almost sold out, right? Andy, you'll keep me updated. By my count, I have 2 left. So that's it. It's obviously probably not going to last the last 60 seconds we have here on the air. Then we'll get to some more great items we've got for you that you haven't seen yet. Yes? It's in my hand right now. Anne requested that. And it is in my hand. I'm going to show it to you now. It is a 3-carat. Now, she's probably just saying, I can't believe it. Do you really have a 302 heart-shaped yellow diamond and it's VS? The answer, Ann, is yes, I do. It is a 302 heart shape. It's also incredibly priced, and it's got a lot of diamonds around it, too. So it's going to get you about 4.5 carats in diamonds, and it's all 18 karat. We'll show it to you next. Last call on the cross, $8.99 per piece. Let me know if you'd like one because that's the time. Otherwise, it's like long gone. By the end of the night, 27 minutes and 15 seconds away, it's gone, done, over, sold out, done. I don't even know if it's going to last the final clock here. And then we'll show our yellow diamond by request. It is what I was going to show you anyways. And we have last call now on the cross. And wait till you see this 302. It's so rare to get a heart shape. I know in the couple of times I've had 1-carat heart-shaped yellow diamonds, how quickly they've gone because the world wants them. Now we're going upgrading. 302. Largest yellow diamond I have in any shape in this inventory. Last call on the cross. It's almost sold out. We have one left, one left, one left, one left. That's it. So time to get that last cross if you want it. And here it is. The item number is 11256686. That's the 302 yellow diamond heart shape. Perfect. And defined cleft right there in the middle. The VS quality we love. Loaded with the yellow gold. I love the yellow gold border. That mill grain of that yellow gold border right around it. Amazing. Then you also have, well, the diamonds. They keep going. There's a carat 42 in white diamonds as well. This was a $49,999 piece. And now it's not. It's not even close to $50,000 when that is a remarkable value. If you walked in, literally, if that was advertised in a retail store right now that there was a 3-carat yellow diamond that was real, like not lab grown, like everyone else has lab grown, lab grown, lab grown. No, we're talking real. Let's talk natural from the earth. And then also the color's natural. So natural, 2 things are happening here. It's a natural diamond, but it's also a natural color. So it's all together. Natural color, natural diamond. It's basically the rare of the rare. You don't get any more rare than that. It also is a better price. And you are looking at 4 carats 44. I just like the sound of that, 444. Total weight, 444, memorable, remember it. 18 karat solid gold, 2-tone there. 18 karat, look at this. The rows, it's a double row. We want to support it on the sides with a really nice wider band. So it's supported by that double row. Love that as well. And it's your last chance. Because you know what happens. They get melted down. And I would hate for that to happen on this ring because it is as specialty as it gets. Let's try it on the hand for you and show you the size because it's pretty much the heart shape is going to take up the side to side on the finger here. Look at that, the way that's done. And it's not even $50,000. It's not $40,000, $30,000. If you think it's easy to do $20,000 on a 3-carat, that's not a price we see. I'm going to go less than $20,000 or $19,999. Far lower. One caller gets it. By the way, this would be the biggest savings that I've shown you with the 10% off. Percentage-based discounts are based on the value of the ring. The more it is, the more you save. That is fully on display here with this one. Not $19,000, not even going to be $18,999. We're going even lower, and if you'd like to have it, this is your chance. $17,999. Not exactly it either, because you've got another nearly $1,800 saved. So your price tag at checkout becomes only $16,199 for a 3-carat yellow diamond. Heart shape, VS, and look at that gorgeous stone. So that would be $16,200 basically. And if you'd like to maybe say, like, let's put $8,100 on one card and $8,100 on the other, great, done, perfect. You get it right away. This is what we can do, what we can offer you, because that price could not be lower. I don't have a single 3-carat diamond that can be any lower than that. $16,199, $16,200 basically for that 3-carat heart-shaped yellow. Is it inexpensive? Well, yeah, it is. Especially when you compare it to even, let me put it this way, a 1-carat VS diamond in retail. 1-carat VS diamond, round brilliant, not a big deal. They're in every single store you'd walk into that sells fine jewelry. You know, the kind of thing that you see as a kind of the anchor of an engagement ring, usually a starter engagement ring if you're going real high end. 1-carat round brilliant, let me put it this way to you. A 1-carat round brilliant diamond in a retail store is going to be more money. And they'll have probably 100 of them to choose from. And there's no shortage of 1-carat round brilliant diamonds. They're all over. They'll always be all over. Yes, they may go up in value over time. That's what diamonds do. That's what they've always done historically. But compare that to something that you cannot duplicate all that often, especially given that it's a heart shape. So there's a difference in what you're spending when you get a really important yellow diamond here and you get that kind of savings in value. $16,199 gets that to you tonight. And you still have a money back guarantee as well. So that is down to $16,199. That's amazing. It really is. And there is no 3-carat yellow diamond. We have a lot of our 2-carats actually that are more money than that. Many of the 2-carats we have here have a higher price tag than that. So I would say that's a lot of diamond for your money. It's really stretching that dollar, making that value work for you. And here is your last call to get it. So $16,199 at checkout. I keep saying that. You're probably going, I don't get it. It's 18 grand. That's because it's before the 10%. Yes. Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Who got that golden zircon from earlier? Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, our golden zircon, that leaves one left from our trio that we had, which is the 10-carat 77 pink. So if you were thinking about those zircons in the wheel that we had earlier, we have the pink left only. It's the pink oval with the halo and diamonds. So that is remaining. This one verifying right now as well. That should be gone before the show is over. So that's a really important piece. I've got a kunzite to take a look at. We do have 21 minutes left in the broadcast, so this is also request time. Last call for those requests. What would you like to see before we go? That is the big question. Still have a couple pieces from earlier, like the yellow diamond drops, like the Tanzanite pendant. The Tanzanite ring is gone, but the Tanzanite pendant. Also, some of our earlier pieces tonight. Oh, we had that band, the princess cut band. I got to show you the aqua earrings. Yep, aqua earrings. Got to show those again. I have a feeling those weren't seen by everybody. The drop aquas, cushion cut stones. Item number is 1129762. Take a look at this. Wow, beautiful. Cushion cut sky blues, but bright sky blues, not that light pastel, barely there. 1129762 is 212 total, so a little over a carat in each of your aquamarines. Also, 7 points in diamonds right up front of your lever back. And that is quite the look there. Makes it nice and easy, secure, very easy to put on. I like any earring that's all self-sufficient. I like people that are self-sufficient. I like earrings to be self-sufficient. These are self-sufficient. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's done for you. The workmanship was put in by the amazing designers and the jewelry men and women who craft these pieces so lovingly by hand. And that's extra work on their part to make it easy for you so that you never have to worry about losing backings or anything like that. It's just simple, easy, and straightforward. And now we get to take this value. It's just a little recap from much earlier tonight and take it all the way on down to only $1,111. They stay in the white gold, but that does come down to $999 at checkout. So a big moment there, and let us know. Somebody's got to be taking that 302 yellow diamond. So make sure you get that one, as it is here for probably fleeting moments here in our last 19 minutes of our big show. And then let us know if you have any further requests tonight or like to see something again. Maybe we'll first check and see if it's still available for you, and then get it on the air for you so you can ask any questions. I have a really, really incredible diaspore pendant. I did flash it. The rings are all, well, the 16 carats here. We had an 8 carat though in a trillion that I find quite remarkable here. So I'm going to show that to you after we get the earrings gone. I hope the earrings are going next, because that should be one that's quick to go with a look like that. Very important earring there, with those aquas being as perfect as they are. Go ahead, Jason. Oh, did you have a question? Okay. But let's move. All right, so we've got the time for this trillion cut. This is my color-changing diaspore. We've seen 2 tonight. They were both in rings and they were both Ashers. This is the dynamic trillion, which if you're somebody who likes a lot of sparkle and showing off the multiple colors, this is where I'd advise you go. It's item number 112-9631, and keep going on those aqua earrings. Let us know if you'd like them, and keep the requests coming in too, because we are down to the last few minutes of the Thursday night. We're back to do it again tomorrow night. Same time, same place, 5 to 8 Pacific, 8 to 11 Eastern. But we do have a really important 7 carat 95 here trillion, and it's got the diamonds at 19 points there along the edge. And then the bail, it's just gravity's kind of bringing the bail backwards, but there are diamonds in the bail as well. And so that's important too. And you've got a great look. It's quite sizable. We'll show it to you from a distance away on the neckline, and then watch what happens with this price tag. A serious drop in the price tag. I love this door knocker style. It just swings and moves as it does, just because we love a good trillion cut, but the cutting is only partially, it really, in order to show off great cutting, you got to have a lot of light, you got to have some movement, otherwise it's going to stay quite stationary. So you've got to see that move, and that's what it does here. Let me show you the length. Should be 1.25 inches top to bottom. We can change the gold color. So if you'd rather have white or rose, let us do that for you. And there it is, 1.25 inches top to bottom. Look at this from a distance away. Wow. So now seeing very different things every time you're in a slightly different light. Now we've got more of those champagne colors. It almost looks like it's picking up some of the blues. That's that natural pinky lavender that comes through in the stone is going to show up when you have a background of a little more blue as well. Just a fabulous chameleon-like of a stone with its color change property and ability. Let's make it even more affordable. This used to be $69.99, got a much better value right now. As we take another close-up look at it, give you this wonderful discount. And again, love the options to change the gold color. Why not? Just have it perfected for you, just the way you want it. But let's make it even better. How about $2,999? You know what? Skip 29. Skip it. I don't even want to do 28 or 27 or 26. We're at the end of our show. We have 15 minutes to go. Let's make it even more affordable. Send it on out. $2,499. That way it can be $2,249. At checkout. You got a big discount there in white or yellow or rose, whatever you want. And 1 zircon left. Remember that large 10 carat 77 pink zircon is still here out of our trio of zircons that we had earlier. This one's going to be so gone so fast. Love the way that split style bail comes down, meets up with the prongs that are also an overlapping design with the diamonds. Great finishing on the back. Look at that basket work too, all the way around. I mean, it is one of the cooler stones, and still magnificent kiwi greens and goldens mixed in with the pinks and the purples as well. But all pink and purple if you see it in a different light. So loving that one. $22.49 at your checkout price. That's even better. $250 saved. Why not? And we've got a great value there. So last call. We've got a kunzite to show you next. that you haven't seen yet tonight, at least not in a full presentation. I flashed it. So we'll do that, and we'll see who's got our diaspore. And end of the show is here when everything from the show should be going. This is exactly what happened last night. Got really busy in the last 20 minutes or so. Everything from the show sold, and we already don't have that much left from the show in the first place. Just a couple of pieces, aqua earrings, pink zircon. The 302 yellow diamond heart shape is here, but it's go time. And remember, this is such a critical couple of days because in order to guarantee we get everything to you in plenty of time for Christmas time, you got to be shopping early, especially with more complex sizing choices. Obviously here, pendants, no big deal. But if you are needing gold color changes, sizing changing, that obviously does take time. So people are like, why didn't I get my piece like 2 hours ago? Well, sometimes, again, when we do all the extras for free, like offer to make all those customizations, that does take extra time. If there's no customization needed, those are the pieces that can go right out. So people always get confused. We can send pieces out right away if it just needs simple sizing and no gold color change. But if you're going to ask for a 5 to be changed to a 10 and then want a different gold color, that's a little more complex. So that's what dictates some of the shipping time. All right, take a look at this. Here's our emerald cut kunzite. Now this one, $93.49 is just lit from within. The neons are on full display to the point where it's actually reflecting the color onto the wheel. It's our $877 in the emerald cut, top quality kunzite, 43 points in diamonds, and one only. Those are actually, it's a little variety there, princess cuts and rounds. Harder to make out until you see it pointed out, I think. And what'd you pick up, Jason, over there? Okay, I'm just going to try to just double check. I don't want to recap anything that's already sold. So we're going to just make sure that we've got a few recaps in order here, but make sure they didn't already go out to somebody else. Here's our big emerald cut, and look at the neon saturation of it. In darkness, it gets even brighter. So you can expect a little more of that purple and neon color throughout. It is also the 43 points. Let me point out where you've got those princess cuts. They actually go right down the sides there, so think centered up among the round brilliants. Actually recessed a bit as well, so they're set a little lower than the round brilliants on the sides. This is our one and one only. I'm going to do it right now for $1,999 as I show it on the hand. Let's take a look at it, and I got to give it an extra little polish as well. Excuse the fingerprints, but look how dynamic that is. $19.99 right off the top, 200 bucks extra saved, makes it $17.99 instead. And last call on the show. 12 minutes left to go now. $17.99. Couple of pieces left from the inventory tonight. Yes. Oh, congratulations. Our trillion Turkish diaspore pendant is now sold. And now just looking for a home for the 877 emerald cut. Well done. Jason, let me know who got that one. You know. That is a fabulous piece. Barbara, my congrats to you. Thank you so much. Also want to remind everybody we have the Princess Cut double row band still here in white, yellow, and rose gold. Amazingly so. It was also $19.99. Have the big blue star sapphire. Have the big pink zircon. The pink zircon is unbelievable. 1077 size. Have the good aqua earrings. The large diaspores here, by the way, it's the 16 karat. Let's make sure that gets at home. 1602 on this large Asher cut. Still the best one we've got is right here. There's the museum level in that Asher. Diaspore 1602, that was item number 1129037. Call me on the kunzite. We're keeping on moving here, but we've got a couple of pieces that need homes before we go. Here's another recap. Our 1602 Asher cut with the big yellow diamonds, nearly a fifth of a carat on each of those yellow diamonds on the sides, perfectly balancing that great stone with the red. That's where you get less pink and purple, more just downright red out of that amazing museum stone. That one's going to be our one only. We brought it down to $49.99. Yes. Yes, the double row princess cut ring. You got it. Here comes the one and only rose gold. I was just going to review that. We've got all three gold colors here in the double row princess cut. Let me know who's got that one at $44.99. Here's the rose gold, which we're going to show on the hand for one caller. I still have the yellow and the white as well. The rose gold's already verifying. This was 112, or actually 1119499. Now that, look at the sparkle, barely any movement at all, and it's just electric. We have all three gold colors. That's the rose. They're finished on the inside with an undergallery. When do you see an undergallery on a band ring? There's the yellow gold, and here's the white gold. I'll put them all side by side so you can see how they look, how they work together, or how they differ. So white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. We only have one in the rose gold. That's what's verifying now. This was the 16 stone. double row. So remember, what you're seeing as a double row is one ring. So one ring, 16 stones, 8 per row, 16 stones where it equates to almost 10 points a piece on the individual princess cuts. And we have the one in the rose gold, we only have 3 in the yellow gold, and we have the rest in the white gold and only a few there. And that is down to $1,999 for your choice of, and they're ready to ship out right away. All we need to know is your size. So let's put them up close as well. I've been waiting to recap this because I know it was early on, and yet we do love a good band. Bands are classic. They're the wear everyday style, but this is certainly a band different than what we usually bring because we usually bring round brilliants. Here are the princess cuts. We also usually would bring a single row. Here's the double row. So double row princess cut doesn't get much better than that. And keep in mind, only 1 in the rose gold, that's it. And then the 3 in the yellow gold, which has been very popular of late. So make sure you get them before they sell out because we are not remaking this again, because if we did, it'd be somewhere in that $12,000 range to make the same darn ring with today's diamond and gold pricing. So instead, we're just saying, let's clear out what we have, make it $17.99 at checkout, give you that better value, and still give you something that's really wearable, but probably what you don't already have. It's fresh, it's updated, a little more modern. Princess cuts tend to be much more modern. After all, it's not a cut that's been around forever like the round brilliant has. And even the round brilliant, remember, before the round brilliant, its predecessor were called rose cuts. And there was more, rudimentary style cuts where you didn't have nearly as much faceting. It wasn't until the Tokowski family came out with the precision way to cut a diamond to maximize its brilliance, and that's why it's called the brilliant cut round. And the brilliant round is beautiful, but of course a lot of people wanted square shaped styles to do things like this. Because remember, with rounds, when you set them together, even when we've done our round diamond bands, when you set rounds together, they're never really right beside each other because their round shape doesn't allow them to sit right up close. That's the beauty of some of the beauty. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful things about a princess cut, but one of the greatest things is you can set them side by side like we're seeing them here, which makes it a different type of design to work with. So come on over and take a look at it. That's what I love. When you do a princess cut, it's more modern. It's obviously, we know it as a very expensive, pricier cut. In the world of diamonds where you're shopping elsewhere, of course, doesn't matter 1 iota to us. We just play fair. We say, no, VS diamonds are VS diamonds. Now, of course, these are bigger individual stones, and that's important as well. But you have this one for $17.99. So rose, white, or yellow. Take your choice of here, but do shop them while they are here, because once that current quantity is gone, this is not even an option to remake again. And we certainly have access to diamonds. But with everything the way it's going, you can't imagine saying, okay, let's do that same band that we had, that everyone saw on clearance, no less, which was $17.99 with your discount, and then bring it back at what, $10,000, $12,000? Not going to make a lot of sense. So this is where you get it, own it, love it. Watch the value of your diamond band increase as you're enjoying it and loving it, and knowing that you get that higher end level of princess cut stones. So we have about 6 minutes left to go. I'm going to flash in the pink zircon oval as well. Somebody's got to get that Paraiba we brought out earlier by request. We have a lot of pieces going right now. A lot of people talking about different items. Now, if we went way back to the beginning of the show, there was a diaspore. Actually, one of our more affordable items of the show tonight was actually a diaspore in an oval, and it's right around 3 carats. This is 5736. It's that look at that. It's got plenty of purple to it. Maybe again, and the other Asher's gone. So this is the other more easy to wear size for you. It's going to be our 272 oval, and then diamonds on the sides. That one's only $9.99. So there's one caller who's going to get it. You can actually, if you really, really want to, you can change the gold color to white or rose, but that's a great van style. I love the way it's set up a little higher. It lifts up the stone a bit off the hand. It's got some cutout details on the side. Remember, that's $8.99 at checkout because you do have that extra $100 off. And yes, what's that? Is it sold out? Or do you want to see it again? Okay, sounds good. So the cross, I think, has got to be sold out, I think. But here's what the diaspore looks like on the hand, but you may want to check because some people like to change up their quantity a bit. So take a look at this. Here's the diaspore on the hand. That's our 272 oval. And then you can see the sides with that little bit of open detail and carbon cutout. This is what I mean by elevates a little bit off the hand. You see that there from the profile angle just a bit, and that'll be $8.99. So a last look at that one. And then I think we need to recap the Tanzanite bracelet because that's a bit surprising to me. It was very early in the show. Item number is 1129389. We had a Tanzanite emerald cut bracelet. So 3 different emerald cut stones. And then diamonds as well, alternating with the tansies. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. We'll start there. It's only in yellow gold. It is our only Tanzanite bracelet in the entire inventory. It has a paper clip link style, and yet it's 7 inches, but you can make it as short as you'd like because every single link is going to be a closure. So when you see it this way, you can choose either to use the O-ring at the end for a full 7 inches or go anywhere along here you want because the lobster claw closure will fasten properly on any of those links. So you can really wear it at any length you like. Let me show it again up close. It's our emerald cut stones. There are 3 of the Tanzanites. There are 4 of the baguette diamonds as well that you see between the Tanzanites. And the paperclip link is really dynamic. That's a fun one because it's got so much mirror polish to the surface area, really looks bright, catches the light so well. So it really gives you a little extra flash off your bracelet. And this one, it's only $14.99. $14.99. It's really $13.49 at checkout for you. We're down to our last 3.5 minutes in the show. Thursday night coming to an end. We're back tomorrow. Yes. What's that? 1 left. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the cross pendant, my beautiful cross, my 76-point princess cut cross, we actually do have 1 left. So it is the last one though. So as I predicted here, this one will sell out. Let me show you again because this is how important it is. And this is the one that I just want to let you know, if you're thinking about waiting till tomorrow, it's a no-go. This one is about to sell out. We have 1 left only. 1 left. This was that beautiful reversible design that is so elegantly finished in the background. That is 14-karat solid gold and a lot of it. This 76 points in the princess cut VS diamonds in that 1-inch cross. 1 left, white gold only. It's last call. I know we even, for those of you that just tuned in at the very end, that is a very important piece and you will love it. I'll show it to you again on the neckline. It was 1119500. It's one of, I think that, well, it's the cross. I fell in love with the design so long ago, modeled this one after my own, and yet look what's done here with that little point you get. These are all princess cuts. Almost looks like they're almost trillions on the outside. That block design, 1 inch in the drop. This is our final one left. It is $8.99 at checkout. So a huge value. It was $9.99, but of course you get that $100 extra off. You see all the graphics here, and that is $8.99, but it is the very last one, and we now have 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes in the show, that is it. $8.99, who's gonna get the last one? No option on gold color. It's showing off how good the white diamonds are in the white gold. So take that while it's here, last one. So 8 gone, 1 left. Let's go back to our wheel. Look at our $14.99 Tanzanite bracelet. And that is going to be $13.49. Remember, 10% off continues tomorrow. We've got our Big Club TVON holiday special show, big Friday night. Can't wait to see you all at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central time. That would be 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're with us 5 to 8. We'll carry you through 3 hours of continued vault clearance as we say bye to 25. Getting all this great jewelry out the door and your best values ever. So this is where, again, you really want to make sure you're with us. Can't miss a show. Look at what we did tonight. We debuted something we'd never had before, and they were instantly sold out. We had those big leopard opals. So you never know what any given day has in store. Make sure you're with me to see what it's all about. That's my 408 black diamond, if anybody would like it. 77 points in the white diamonds. I can do that for $19.99. Quick last look at a black diamond there. So last chance, last cross. Who's going to get the last 76-point diamond cross pendant? I'm waiting to hear from you. We've got a last call. If there's anything else you want to check on, it's worth a phone call. Best to talk to your operators. Ask them if your favorite item, you know what else is still here? The emerald cut earrings. The yellow emerald cut diamonds with the diamond drops. Those are still here. We've got the bracelet you see here, that fancy cut Tanzanite pendant, which was about 5 carats. That's here. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. We're here for a few minutes after we go off the air. And then as far as more shopping, we will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun and always fun to celebrate the weekend and the kickoff. We also see you on Saturday and Sunday during the day, 10 to 1 Pacific. So 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So join us when you can. We know it's a busy time of year. Happy holidays, one and all. And thank you for watching and shopping tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you right back here for our big Club TV holiday party tomorrow night. See you then.